shovelware content to the internet. That's why I don't support it at all.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop. Then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going, my sinuses are inflamed, my throat is gunked up. What is going on here? Damn. Snort, snort, snort. Kogan, drip, snort, snort. I got the drip, go. Snort, snort, snort. Kogan, drip, snort, snort. I got the drip, go. Damn, I got the drip, go. I got the tips, go. Damn, I got the drip, go. I got the tips, go. Clear your throat, please tip me. Damn, clear your throat, blow your nose. Damn, damn. Snort, snort, snort. Kogan, drip, snort, snort. I got the drip, go. Snort, snort, snort. Kogan, drip, snort, snort. I got the drip, go. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. Can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big ups to your dad.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vest streak for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles.
Stream up on your phone. I remind you that it's time to live. It's time to live. The dreams all gone, I don't know why. Can't get no sleep at all. Might as well just play some
myself, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. And I sent 2 tips back in autumn. Must not have got them. I used my mom's credit card. She must have caught them. But anyways, fuck it. What's up, man? How's Jasper? I do think it's fucked up. You've got so many detractors, the illegal restreamers, hate channels, reactors, and every single one of them. You're down from the rafters, and every single one of them knows you're always plastered that you were grooming Candid and tried to trap her, and every single one of your streams is a disaster. But at least you have support from some overcooked pasta. Dear Phil, I've been a fan since 2011. I even got that underground shit with Project 7. I loved all the shit you did with John Rambo. That shit was back. I got a room full of posters and pictures of Cat. My mom, my wife, is pregnant and I'm about to be a father too. If I have a daughter, I'm gonna name it after you. Anyway, I really hope this tip will get you through. Forever yours, your biggest fan. P.S. We should be together too. This right here sucks.
Driving a Subaru, I'm whipping a Beamer. Stole his bitch, made a fat on my feeder. Came up off YouTube, now I'm a streamer. Rolling a blunt with Dick Loves Lemurs. Fuck the odds, fuck Rich and Keem. So John ran busy, pull up with the heater. CT streets, you wouldn't wanna be there. I went to gym, might jerk a whole liter. I'm scamming a dent out of his cash. Got my day off, so I'm hitting DoorDash. If you talking down, get banned from the chat. Gotta go crown, he's still getting whacked. I posted up with Jasper the cat. Sending shots at Howard to get turned to a pack. My dog T Dirty got shot in the back. I'm smoking on Blip and shit in my set. On a cannon after I still need cash. Got Hogans on Hogans, I'm opening packs. Replace the evil, so I'm running it back. Blue Jess gets sprayed like a cat. I need this money for my wife and my cat. Hate how it was some online lag. That's for the center pack, they got my back. Shooters and wheelchairs, they cannot lag. It's Heaven's fault and they're with a gun and a mask. Pull up the egg, they're clicking crack. Zoom like that's okay, they never coming back. Streets so teen and turn my heart black. I'm getting paid 100 to put on a hat. Members just hit her, I see you drop the bag. Great way to support a super thanks to chat. But I prefer tips cause I instantly get that. You driving a Subaru, I'm whipping a Beamer. Stole his bitch, made a fat on my feet. Came up off YouTube, now I'm a streamer. Rolling a blunt with Dick Loves Lemurs. Fuck the odds, fuck Rich and Keem. Saw John ran busy, pull up with the heater. CT streets, you wouldn't wanna be there. I went to gym, might jerk a whole liter. I'm scamming a dent out of his cash. Got my day off, so I'm hitting DoorDash. If you're talking down, get banned from the chat. Gotta go crown, he's still getting whacked. I posted up with Jasper the cat. Sending shots at Howard to get turned to a pack. Even dog T Dirty got shot in the back. I'm smoking on Blip and shit in my set.
It looks like David Barclay accidentally got banned. He says that he's been a viewer for 12 years and for some reason he keeps getting banned because of his name. It seems like your name is just a problematic name.
Nick Rakita got bit by that cocaine about me. It was a tip. I gotta get up and stretch and go let up a belch every time that I guzzle a sip. Upgrading my setup, you know that I'm better. My RGB's lit up, they coming in lit. Call me a pig and I'm banning you quicker than if you was playing me Street Fighter 6. Nick Rakita got bit by that cocaine about me. It was a tip. I gotta get up and stretch and go let up a belch every time that I guzzle a sip. Upgrading my setup, you know that I'm better. My RGB's lit up, they coming in lit. Call me a pig and I'm banning you quicker than if you was playing me Street Fighter 6. I got some peoples, they open they wallets when I be asking them for all of the tips. I got some cripples that give me their nickels and all of these bitches be calling them dents. This shit is simple, just give me your money so I can get pummeled in Street Fighter 6. I was slapping and smacking my stick like a regarded kid. That time I was jacking my dick. They say I snort and I act like a pig and I'm burping and laughing and acting and shit. I'm going after these tips like a madman or like I'm a crack and attacking the ship. And you know that I'm laughing, my bottom lip sagging while I be having a whole bottle of gin. And I think that I probably honestly might have been wanna be something I probably am. I got a hold in these dent heads, eating their crayons, they bright red. They give me their money, it's honestly honestly funny, they still gon' be tipping when I'm dead. Office getting too hot when it's sunny, you mouth drooling dummy sure ain't getting no best. I'm stripping down like the times I was getting down with Rambo on that bed.
Now, guys, playing with Brian and he's really trying to talk to me while I laugh like a goat. I'm staying quiet, if not then I'm lying, so I can hide on my sleeve and cope. Faced his friend and I said in the end that his corner pattern is why I'm not winning. Getting confronted about it and I am stunned and responded with no I didn't. Not giving no Cammy any rematches. Calling more scrubby flow charters and spammers. I stop by them bashing, accuse them of mashing loss. It's a mess of controller, I'm smashing developers, make it and then I will trash it. Call them all out, even sell me a jacket. Can't pay attention, waiting for door dashing my skinny fit shirt to conceal the sight.
If you haven't heard, I'm an inventor. I invented being a big beggar. They gonna pay me, them pigs better. I got 2 big bills, I'm a big debtor. A Hawaiian shirt or a kid's sweater. Switch it up while bitching about this weather. I treat my viewers like investors, but there's no returns on a pig ever. I'm swollen with snot and with my pretensions. I can't even keep straight on my deceptions. I will say I hate drama while I am flexing. I can blame bad behavior on my depression. I have trouble maintaining all my erections while I beat myself off. I would try ejection, but there wasn't a loaded defy detection, so I guess I don't need any contraception. Stimming like hell, I'm a swaying madly, though I grandstand, I'm a playing badly. Everyone's either a pattern player or random, and you're banned if you play Cammy. Dicker said I have a fake family. I'll go on a rant with my take gladly. Derek is here, I'm a play daddy. My DNA's shabby. Asmund Gold got bit by a cockroach after his growth. Lives in a sty, but he is not the same sort as the king of the snorts. The filthiest piggy am I. I'll tell you why. I beat him and don't even try. I'm digging shit out of my eye, picking my ear like an ogre and wiping while OIC's hoping I open my fly. Not today, kid.
But today we gon' teach him a lesson. Phil be raising our viewers that type of computers, but pray that they tip him a blessing. Hawaiian shirt for the dressing. If he don't get gifts, then you know that he's stressing. IRS come and don't test him, check him. Got back in the corner, they about to arrest him. Cut out the bullshit and all the finessing. Ain't gotta do what I say, but I'm suggesting. Look at your channel, you only regressing. You worry about wrestling, you should be investing. Ain't you like 50? You should be testing another form of content. Cause the shit you put out now only gonna die down. Nigga need to lock in. You blaming detractors, saying every vid we do we take you out of context. Claiming YouTube got no street smarts. Nigga, where you from? It ain't no projects. You don't know shit about no Pyrex. Darish hitting hoes with your dialects. Counting from skinny to biggie. For messing with piggy, she caught the Phil side effects. Who's next? Jasper? Won't be long till we calling him Casper. Scamming your viewers with filthy maneuvers. You know you a sneaky little bastard. Street Fighter disaster. Broken joysticks give us laughter. All of us know at the end of the day that changing it won't be a factor. Y'all remember the chapter? Back when Phil was hating on reactors? Look at him now, the snoring locale. If you pay him, you'll get your vid faster. Empty your wallet, little bastard. Matter of fact, give him your whole bank password. That's what he wants, only thing that he's after. Biting your wallet with teeth like a raptor. One that we gotta capture. He tuck tail when he see attackers. NFL just line up the Packers. Hired on hits like a contractor. He getting killed by rappers. This nigga born like paint lacquer. You couldn't show me a channel that's whacker. Mr. DENT Trapper,
Guess who's back? Back again. Dave is back. Tell a dent. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Ouch my back. Ack, ack, ack. Wait. Where'd everybody go? Cat? Where'd everybody go? Hello? It's awfully quiet in here. Oh, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Tell the
The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Yes, the rain has lots of mess and weight.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Big, 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 big. All I see you do is big, 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 big. Little piggy, why you? Big. beg. Little picky, why you?
The Sticky Piggy's back.
Hello? For now? That is business related, and I do still have it.
WWE champion time.
Go, 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 go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault.
Drinking gin. Yep, I'm toxic.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. For now?
Go, 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 go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there?
I am present. Right, I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
Are you going to support the stream? Super chats don't help him right now. DSP, what's your favorite topping? I don't like green peppers on mine.
Popplecock. Popplecock.
Tell them to tip as soon as they can. Get the vest off. Super chats don't help him right now. On that payment again. God is flying downstairs right now. Money for his big day. Came out in 2010. Chat are about to get banned. Are you going to support us? Tips have been swallowed this week. Credit card my mom took away. On his channel are down 'cause the draw. He's read all night. Bots posting the One Piece, but I'll still watch twice. Keep Waze mobile game. Would eat all of them up in real life.
Dark Seed of Field cheered again. Are you insecure about your marriage? Fuck no. If you're so immature to understand that I don't want to do romance missions in games because I have tons of real life romance, not fantasy romance in games, you think it's because I'm insecure in my marriage, you're an idiot and you're the immature one.
I think one of the things that would hurt Phil the most is if he suddenly didn't have a wife anymore.
I am not separated from my wife. She is home right now. You're a moron. My marriage is good. My marriage is good. My marriage is good. How is my marriage? My marriage is good. We stay home. We order food. I troll. Speculate. Let me set the record straight. Cat is downstairs. Fine. When I masturbate, leave my wife out of it. She's Demons in the closet. She won't come on stream. Trolls keep asking. My wife, Kat, she's full of salt. There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin. It's Tevin's fault. It's absolutely true. What I'm telling you, big things are happening behind the scenes. What is up, Tyrone? How are you? We had gone out of our way to celebrate Valentine's Day. We made the decision together, you see, to not go to the dinner. So basically, the day was disappointing compared to what we had imagined it to be. It sucks. You don't want to know what's up here. Shit that will scare you for life. Seriously. Bad, 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 bad. And that's why I don't talk about it. Dad, you need to get out now. That place is toxic. My mother said to me, I want you to go on a honeymoon, and I'll pay for the flight and the hotel room. I was like, that's great. It's a no-go. You know, that's money I need to pay my bills. How much do you need to not get screwed over? I told her. She gave me the money. My marriage is good. My marriage is good. My marriage is good. Oh, Tyrone, it's going good. We stay home. We order food. I troll. Speculate. Let me set the record straight. Kat is downstairs crying. When I masturbate, addiction, bankruptcy, jail, back taxes, rehab, divorce, makes me spin in my chair. What about killing Seattle Air? Another dollar tip came in from Tyrone. We need to hang out again. So I guess what happened is this morning, my wife was doing stuff in the kitchen, getting ready to go to work, and she says her shirt got caught on the handle of the cabinet. So she walked back and it pulled and it yanked the whole fucking front of the cabinet apart. I go downstairs and the vacuum cleaner is in the middle of the floor. I really not fast. Did you ever find a restraining order? Not fast. Did you ever find a restraining order?
Sounds good to me.
And I say, Kat, what's wrong? Oh, the vacuum cleaner broke. What? The motor must have gone because there was smoke. It's a joke. And all of a sudden she says, Phil, you gotta come in the back. We got a major problem. The shower valve broke. The tub is clogged. Probably got 8 years of dirt and it doesn't work. So my wife can't work today. I was awoken to be told the car doesn't start. That's shocking. I tested the car last night. All right. Sit down in the car, go to start it, it just won't start. I'm really not fast. Did you ever find a restraining order? I'm really not fast. Did you ever find a restraining order? My marriage is good. It's going good. We stay home. We order food. I troll. Speculate. I want to set the record straight. Kat is downstairs crying. When I masturbate. I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally... Okay. So it's either one of two things. Either the guy is an unhinged idiot who actually thought that throwing a bunch of money at me was going to get him insider info so he could become like a super rock star among my detractors. Or he's a legit fan who is just sad that because he contributed, he couldn't dictate what I did on stream. So because I wasn't just playing what he liked or doing what he wanted, he got very upset with me and decided to like go off the cuff and go crazy. Which again, you're a moderator. I can't allow you to do that. You're supposed to be representative of how the community is supposed to behave. No, I don't want people coming to stream and thinking it's okay to just sit here for 2 straight hours bitching that you don't like the content, then leave. Stop complaining, right? No one is forcing anyone to be here to watch this. How often do I do react content? Well, let's see. I stopped doing DSP versus the internet. I canceled the whole show.
right? I haven't done a long form react since my own, which was in the end of August. So I'm doing the first react content I've done, you know, in months. And he sits here complaining he doesn't like it, do something else. Can we have gameplay? No. Come back when there is gameplay. And come back for a game you like. So I don't have to hear you bitch. So basically we had, all this was out, you know, the guy lost his mind. But if you want to know the truth, it just sounds to me, again, that another unhinged individual who thought that he could buy his way, you know, into my good graces, and then he could dictate content. Who knows, right? The truth is, I don't know. I'll never know. I don't think like these people. So who knows what kind of logic there was, if there even was logic. Maybe he's just nuts, okay? But anyway, he's gone. He ain't coming back. So you don't have to worry about that. You know, he won't be derailing our content anymore. And we're going to have a good time. All right? Cool. Big Boss with the first contribution of the night, a $2 super chat where he said, we're eating chicken tonight. Woohoo. We already did. I already had the Popeyes. The DSP Tries It is live on this channel right now. So if you missed it, you can watch it on here on DSP Reacts. It went live during the break, as did the first two parts of this react. But they all kind of went live right before the stream came on. So I don't blame you if you weren't aware. It just went live like not even a half an hour ago. So you can check that out overnight if you want. And I hope that you'll stick around for the conclusion. Okay? Let's see here. I received a $2 tip. Someone is asking if I got an email from them. No, but I also didn't know that you sent an email. It very well could have caught in my spam folder. Oh, wait, I did get your email. I see it now. You sent it an hour ago, and no, I wouldn't have checked my email then. So, please allow me to review my emails later tonight, and I will get back to you on it. Okay? Thank you. $2 tipper. Was Jamal, by the way. Jamal was the $2 tipper. My bad. I don't know why I didn't read his name. Okay. Okay. So, guys, tonight's late stream is the same as any late stream that I would do. I'm looking to hit my goal of $150. If we do, we add to the goals hit total. We did hit it earlier on the first stream. So now we're up to 13. And if you missed the podcast this morning or didn't see the playback, here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to hit 20 by Monday. Because if we hit 20 by Monday, I'm going to order that pizza with a twist pizza. That's basically Indian food combined with pizza. And we're going to do a crazy pizza taste test of like Indian curry and tandoori chicken on pizza during the Christmas event. I think that would be a really special one and a fun one to do. There you go. That's fun. So let's hit the goal again, right? Let's hit the goal again tonight, and let's keep it rolling. Yeah, no one knows where Rend is. We all hope that Rend is okay. Like, we haven't even seen Rend in like 2 weeks, I think. I'm trying to remember the last time Rend was around. But we haven't seen Rend in a while. I hope he's all right. But then again, you know, what happens with people is in life, they get busy or they, you know, they decide to tune out and then come back later, or, you know, this happens. You know, maybe Rend will come back this week for Christmas. Maybe Rend won't be around for 5 more years and then they'll just come back. I guess we'll see. That's what happens. The monthly leaderboard just started a couple days ago. The monthly leaderboard, I think, started Sunday. Because people are saying he's not on the monthly leaderboard. Yeah, it like reset this week. I don't know why the monthly leaderboards reset this week, but it did. It was very odd. I received a $2 tip. Do I have tips for someone showing their real face on social media, like streaming, etc.? I'm not sure what you mean. What kind of tips would you be looking for exactly? It says it resets in 13 days. Let me take a look at it. Hold on. Let me get this tip on the leaderboard. Let me take a look at it and see what you mean. Because I swear I was looking at it and it didn't look like it made sense. It looked like it had reset randomly. Because it was very like, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking the weekly leaderboard. Hold on. I might be in the wrong here. So here's lifetime. Weekly. It must be weekly I'm thinking of. It must be weekly I'm thinking of, not monthly. Yeah. It's weekly I'm thinking of, not monthly. Yep. That's what it is. My bad. So, yeah. Yeah, so Rent hasn't even been around this month, supposedly. Or if he has, he didn't contribute, which is fine. I'm not saying he had to contribute or anything, but yeah, we don't know what happened to him. He was here like every single day, and he was modding and everything, and then he just disappeared. But again, this happens. This is not some shocking thing that I've never witnessed before. You got people who are coming in and out. You got people who are, you know, supporting, and then they're not around for a long time, and it's all good. Am I worried about chargebacks from Iron Chef because he's unhinged? No. He has a publicly broadcasted stream where he publicly stated all this. So if he tried to charge anything back, I would submit his stream as evidence of malicious intent and breaking the law, and I would win. So I don't care. He can try to do whatever he wants. That's the difference here. And that would really get him into trouble, because if he actually tried to charge back, let's say he tried to charge back with his credit card company and he claimed it was an unauthorized transaction, and then I actually play back his stream and say, here's him saying it was all him, he could go to jail for it, because that means it's fraud. It's a federal crime. So he won't be charging anything back. I'm not worried. Yes, you can go to jail for that. Absolutely, you can. You cannot lie to a financial institution saying that, you know, something happened that you didn't authorize when you did. That is 100% fraud. You're trying to scam them out of money. Yeah, that doesn't fly. That'll get you a couple years in prison.
Business related, I still have it.
I know. Dunsfelter says, man, it just doesn't feel like Christmas is a week from today. I agree with you. I feel like this whole month is flying by. Like, typically, when I set up for Christmas or whatever, right, we have the animations going constantly. We have the decorations. And by the end of the month, I feel like I'm blown out. And, oh, we did it too long. Right now, we are 18 days into December. I feel like the month just started. It doesn't feel like Christmas is in a week at all. It's really weird, isn't it? Yes, Iron Chef did have an OG badge on Kick, and that's what I mean. He's definitely full of shit. He's not someone who was secretly planning to contribute to try to get the Discord and leak. That's bullshit. He liked the content, and at some point, he decided he didn't like it anymore or the direction it was going. And rather than just leaving, which is what he should have done, acted like a mature person, he decided to have sour grapes and come to every stream and just whine about each stream, which obviously, you know, no one's going to like that, you know. That is true. Davian says, but you've had some crazy months. No wonder time feels like it's flying by. I mean, I know. Just think about this month, what's happened. I got my new PC. I set it up. I've had 2 weeks of setup and trying to get it working. Today, everything's gone smoothly. Knock on wood. Today, everything's gone smoothly. And we haven't had a single technical issue yet, right? Everything's synced. My RGBs are synced. The stream is working. The quality is working. Everything, you know, no internet issues. So it's like, everything's working. So let's just hope for the best, right? But it's just really weird. I received a $2 tip. Like people knowing what you look like, reference to previous tip. So how do I deal with people knowing what I look like? Well, okay, an interesting story, okay? Basically, earlier on in my YouTube career, that whole first year, okay, I was never on camera. It was just me doing commentary behind the camera or doing a commentary, you know, recording gameplay. You would hear me talk or aim the camera at something and I was behind it, right? People just kept asking me to show myself. They wanted to see me. And then when I finally came on camera, everyone was literally like, holy shit, you look like that? Like, no one could believe it. Like, people were like, oh, we thought you were going to be like a really skinny, like nerd, glasses, skinny face, Poindexter looking dude because you have like a higher pitched voice. And I was like, well, I got the voice I got. God gave it to me. God put this voice in this body. You know, if it fits, if it doesn't fit, I don't know. I think at this point, so many people know me that the voice matches the face now. But back then, they were like, oh, it doesn't. But, I mean, for me, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care what people think of me or how I look or whatever. I just don't. You know, I don't give a shit. If you think that I'm ugly, I don't care. If you think I'm good looking, I actually still don't care. I just don't care. It's just, you at some point, I feel like that's what it is. You have to become numb and just not give a shit about what people say or think about you on the internet. And then you'll be fine going in front of people on the internet. You just have to not let it get to you. If you let it get to you, you're going to have such a hard time being on camera because you're going to care about every little thing that people say and do. It's going to be, oh, it really got to me, right? Well, I don't think that's true. See, Vietnamese Comrade says, it's sad some people just won't accept you're a variety streamer. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't accept it. I just think there's some people who they think that when they contribute, okay, now they've somehow bought immunity or bought a stake and now they own a piece of me. And now because they've contributed, now they can dictate what I do. That's not the case, you know? Like right now, let's just think about the games I'm playing right now. We're about to finish the Bloodborne DLC tomorrow. I'm playing multiplayer games like Marvel Rivals. I'm going to play Call of Duty again tomorrow for the first time in a long time and see how it goes. We're playing Stalker 2 occasionally. We're doing Microsoft Flight Simulator, doing World Tourism, which is really fun. And I'm mixing in some indie games such as Balatro or The Coin Game. Or we were going to do Killer Frequency tonight, but now that's not happening because I have to finish the documentary. So we're balancing all of this stuff. Oh, and of course, Indiana Jones. So we're playing a good variety. I mean, when you think about all that, no matter what I'm playing, there's got to be something in there that you like. Whether you like indie games or you like a modern FPS like Call of Duty, or maybe you want to see a cool hero shooter, maybe like Marvel, right? There's so many things to like that I don't think there's anyone who could say, oh, no, none of those games are good. So, you know, but I think it's what it is you get to a point where some people feel like, well, I don't understand. I contributed so much. And now he's not just going to do what I want. No, I'm not. I have to entertain a wide variety of people on any given day. All right. On the streams, because you guys actually don't know the amount of views that I get on each stream. Can I tell you the average? So here we go. On average on DSP Gaming, looking at my stream archives, because it actually tells you how many individual viewers you've had, I get anywhere from roughly 1,500 to over 4,000 unique unique viewers on any given stream. Even though it says, oh, he only had 300 viewers, that's concurrent. People are constantly coming in and out. They come in, they check it out, they stick around for a bit, they can't stay, they leave, another person comes in. I have like 4,000 people, unique people, watching me in a day. Okay? So, with that amount of eyes on me, all right, being a variety creator works. And simply put, you could just come back when I'm doing something that you like. There's no excuse. But then some people feel, well, I contributed, so now I should dictate what Phil does. Dude, there's 4,000 people live watching me. Just because you threw me a couple bucks doesn't mean that you get to buy the stream. Some people think that, though. They literally think that I can buy the stream. You cannot buy the stream. Okay? I appreciate the support. It keeps me going. But you're not purchasing a stake in the stream. You're not buying stock of the stream. Okay? And on top of that, it's like, listen, every once in a while, there are events. There absolutely are events where people can actually have a stake, right? For example, when I'm playing Marvel Rivals, if you contribute 20 bucks, you can choose the next character I play. If we're playing Flight Simulator, if you're the top contributor, you can pick where we're flying. So it's not even like that's not even possible. There's streams where this is actually possible. Okay? But I just find it hilarious that people think that because they came by and they supported the stream, that now they don't have, you know, oh, I own it now. No, you don't. And then on top of that, he was doing an awful job as a moderator, Iron Chef Sakai. He wasn't moderating at all. You know what he said? He said, so people would come in and behave, but they would have really bad names, but I can't moderate them for that. So let me get this straight. Iron Chef Sakai, if someone came into the chat and they said, Iron Chef Sakai's mom is fat and ugly, you wouldn't moderate them? No, it's because you won't moderate them because they were saying stuff about me. Right? But if it was about you, you'd immediately moderate them. You see? So he wasn't even a good mod anyway. He wasn't doing it much, so, you know, it's not even going to be much of a loss to not have him as a moderator. Anyway, I don't want to talk about him all night. We're going to get started shortly, guys. We're going to get started shortly with the finale of the React here. In fact, I'll probably just hang out with you guys for another 5 minutes, and I'll probably use the restroom before we begin, and then we will start, okay? There's this weird thing on Kick. I cannot get Kick to pause my video. I hit pause, and then it just restarts the video anyway. It resumes it. And I'm like, why is it doing that? It's been doing that since I started streaming on Kick, too, so I think it's a thing with their plugin in the browsers. It just won't allow you to pause your stream preview. It just plays it anyway. It's very odd. I don't know who'd have coded it like that. It's pretty stupid. On YouTube, you can pause and it'll stop playing. Anyway.
No! Not him!
Okay. How about this? Let me quickly use the restroom right now, and then we'll jump in, because let me show you where we are. This is where we are. We're about 2/3 through, so we got about 30 minutes left to react to. So I feel like we'll get through that in about an hour, and then we could just chill for the rest of the stream. Now, again, guys, this is a regular stream for me. I'm looking to hit the goal tonight. If we hit the goal, this is helping us push to doing the DSP Tries It on Monday for the Christmas marathon. I would love to do it on there. All right, so we're already 13 in. We need 7 more. So we got tonight, 2 more days, Thursday, Friday of this week, and then I got Sunday as well. And then also Monday's marathon counts for it. So we can technically have a lot of chances here to hit it, okay? No, Stables, we'll have to see how much time. Only if we have a ton of time would I consider switching to killer frequency, but I don't know if we're going to have a ton of time. Iron Chef Sakai was called out on YouTube as well. He was called out on both sites. He was there many months on YouTube. Yeah, he was on there many months before I switched over and started co-streaming on Kick. No, I haven't banned him on YouTube yet, but you know he'll probably try to show up, and then I'll just ban him when I see him. Or if he never shows up, I don't have to ban him, right? You may not realize this, but I don't actually go out of my way to ban people. I don't care. I don't. Like Void, I actually had him banned for like the longest time, and then he banned me both on Twitter and his channel. You know? Like, I didn't ban him at all, and then he just banned me everywhere. And then I was like, what an idiot. You know? I don't care. I'm not going to ban you unless there's a reason to. I don't know. I know they changed what banning or blocking on Twitter does, and I don't even know what it does anymore. I don't understand it. There's nothing wrong at all. No, bottom line is real. There's nothing wrong at all. Everything's fine. You could use emotes on Kick. Everything's good. I like that cat. What's the name of that cat? Bwop? B-W-O-P. Bwop. That's the name of the cat emote. That's cute. Looks like the cat wants to eat. That's cute. Okay. I'll be right back. I have to pee. And then when I'm back, we'll start with the react, okay? Just give me a second here. I'll be right back. We're soulmates. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. Okay, we're about to get started, but just a quick reminder, any contributions tonight, I will shout out and give you recognition on the leaderboard. We are trying to hit the goals every stream so that we can get that to 20 by Monday. I hope that you guys will chill with me and have a good time tonight. It is a chill, interactive stream. If people are tagging me and talking about the topics at hand, I will respond. If you tag me and talk about completely unrelated stuff, well, I'm trying to react, so I'm probably not going to respond. Okay? So just keep it on topic, and we can have a fun, interactive night. Now, if I finish in the next hour, which I likely will finish this in the next hour, then we'll have time to talk about whatever you want. We'll probably do an hour Q&A hangout session because there'll be, time to do it. Fair enough? Kyle says, how was the earlier stream? How was Popeyes? I would say it went well. It was entertaining so far. I actually feel like we're getting into a better part. As you'll see here, we're getting into a part where basically it's more modern stuff. It's not just like the setup of explaining who Mr. Medicare was. Now we're getting into some of the topics that he covered over the years that are kind of interesting. So I think that'll be more entertaining. And yes, we did have the Popeyes, and the chicken was all really good. Like, all the Popeyes chicken was absolutely delicious. The sides actually were not very delicious. But the chicken was good. You can see it. It's on DSP Reacts right now. The episode. It's already live. Okay. Are you ready? We're ready to continue? Trying to get this to stick out so that it won't disappear. The mashed potato was gross, dude. Yeah, the mashed potato was not good. The mashed potato was bland as shit. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Oh, here we go. Continue. Okay, everyone. Welcome to part 3 of DSP Reacts to the Mr. Medicare documentary by June the King. I would argue that the first 2 parts were interesting for various different reasons. The first part being it was the setup of the history of Mr. Medicare and who he was. And then the second part kind of transitioned him to the modern era of content creation and now being a person with a steady YouTube channel and where the Medicare name came from and all of that, right? So now we are heading into the arc where he's basically taking on certain people. And this Mundane Matt angle, I think, is going to be very interesting because I know a lot about this. I mean, I was talking about it in the end of part 2. The situation is this. Mundane Matt, many years ago, had a video up that was very critical of GamerGate. Well, Zoe Quinn, the game developer in question who was being embroiled in GamerGate, hit Mundane Matt with a false copyright takedown, claiming that it wasn't his right to use a still frame from her game in his video. even though it is. Legally, there's no copyright against that. If it's fair use, it's fair use. So his video got shut down. He was embroiled at the head of the controversy. He got a lot of popularity during GamerGate because of this. So now here we are years later, right? GamerGate's in the past. And supposedly, from what we're to understand, Mundane Matt had an old piece of content from a long time ago where he had a puppet or a stuffed animal. And he made the stuffed animal, of all things, say the N-word. He thinks it's like funny, extreme content, make a cute animal say something racist, okay? So he does this, and then I guess it was Ethan Ralph on his Ralph Retort kill stream played back this clip, and somehow his kill stream video gets flagged for like a community strike for having the N-word in it. And he's like, now, wait a minute. I don't understand. How could this be possible? Because the video was live for like 8+ years on YouTube and was never taken down nor flagged for a community strike. So how is it okay in the original video, but not in the video that I made of it criticizing it? So right before, at the end of part 2 here, I was explaining the way that sadly YouTube works is thus. YouTube will not necessarily punish you for something that's very old and been around for a long time. So if someone found something in a video of mine that's really old, but it's bad per today's standards, a word that today no one uses because they think it's offensive, but 10, 20 years ago, no one did. They wouldn't necessarily give me a community strike for that old video. What they would do is they would give me a flag and say, oh, it's 18+. Only people who are adults can see the video. Okay? That's what they would do. But today, if I dropped a big, like if I said the N-word in a video today, oh my God, that would be it. I'd get a community strike. I'd be all in trouble. So you understand? New content can't do it. Old content just gets flagged. But how does YouTube identify content as being naughty? Viewers, you and me, people flagging videos. That's how it works. So in this case, what I believe happened, and we're about to watch what really happened, but we're going to see how it unfolds. What I believe happened is, I guess this Mundane Matt doesn't like Ethan Ralph exposing him for something he did in the past. So he flagged his stream and YouTube reviewed it and ended up giving him a community strike because he did it in the modern day. While Mundane Matt's video never received that strike because no one flagged it back in the day, or if they didn't, YouTube didn't care back then. Okay? So it's kind of hypocritical. Someone gave you a false copyright strike during GamerGate. That's what gave you your popularity on YouTube. But now here we are years later, and you're employing false flagging in order to help your own content, right? Kind of hypocritical, no? So anyway, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Let's see where the argument goes. All right.
And I've actually publicly stated this on Twitter a couple times. There was a time
showing it on his stream would have been struck with a strike. And so people began to put forward what their theory.
What the hell just happened? I had that pause the entire time. What just happened? I feel like we skipped it. Maybe I think it rewound. All right, let's watch it again.
Was on what exactly happened with the stream. It's Mundane Matt's fault. I just want to outright state that. There's no way. I'm 100% certain Matt did this.
As was tradition, they got Matt on stream to hear his side of the story.
Jim, I understand what you're saying. And I've actually publicly stated this on Twitter a couple times. There was a time period where people were making videos like Godwinson and Dame Pesos, and those videos did come down. I did not have anything to fucking do with that shit. Somebody's going out there and flagging this crap, and I swear to God, I have no idea. I've publicly said on multiple streams, stop doing it. I've tweeted, stop doing it, and people keep doing it. And then
Now, again, I don't actually know the full situation here, but I can 100% tell you that happens on the regular on YouTube. People can easily impersonate you just by knowing simple facts like your name, your address, and your phone number. They can put in a fake claim against anyone. It could be a copyright claim. It could be a, what's the other claim? Community strike claim. It could be like a bunch of things. Because people do it all the time in my name. They put in all these false copyright strikes. And I don't do them. I do not do them. But people all over the time accuse me of doing it, claim that it's always me. And I'm like, you can't prove it because it's not me. You can never tie it to me. There's no evidence ever anywhere that would be me because I've never done it. I've shown my claim history and everything. You can't tie it to me. It's bullshit. So YouTube has these holes in their systems where people can impersonate you with basic info. What's sad is that everyone doxes everyone on the internet and then the info is weaponized. If people wouldn't dox other people, then you couldn't weaponize this shit against others, right? If the moment I moved here to Washington and people didn't dox my new address and shit, then probably people wouldn't be able to impersonate me. But it kind of like, it's like the double-edged sword. Like, oh, you used it to hurt me, but now it bounces back to hurt yourself because other people are using it to use the broken system of YouTube and get attention for themselves. So it really sucks. So at this point, I have no idea if Matt did it or not. Let's continue.
I keep getting blamed.
Jarbo attempted to pin the blame on a troll, flagging videos that included him to make him look bad.
If you look at his Twitter, it's a daily thing almost. Every month, Mundane Matt's talking about it. Denial after denial after denial. The poor bastard just can't catch a break. And as for that coincidental timing of him being there to give an explanation of why he didn't do it, right after the stream was flagged, well, there's a reasonable explanation for that as well. Mundane Matt is really Minecraft Matt. The fucking quarry king.
Because I wasn't home when I got it. I was on my way to go like pick rocks, literally. We found a dude in the middle of fucking nowhere who's giving away boulders. Rocks are fucking expensive. I'm just going to put out my statement, go run this errand, pick up these boulders. I went down and picked up boulders today.
He was just doing his normal afternoon activity of bringing his child with him while he went to collect boulders off the side of the road. You know, a typical activity that we all engage in on a weekly basis. I can't tell you how many fond memories I have of growing up with my parents and having them take me out on a boulder hunt on a Wednesday afternoon.
Alongside the strange excuse Jarbo was providing were the various channels that were being targeted that made fun of Jarbos such as Dame Pesos and Godwinson. And throughout the stream, Jarbo continued to deny he had any hand in the flagging of their channels. The one thing protecting Jarbo was that this was not a DMCA or a similar form of a content ID claim, as when that process is initiated, it shows who pulled down the video and YouTube is involved only minimally, as this is a legal process.
But the sad fact is, people have found loopholes to do it in people's names. And like I said, people will get a form just like that says Phil Burnell, right? But then all the information put in is bogus. It's not my email address. It's not my phone number. It's not anything that's legit. It's just you could tell someone found a way to spoof and fool the system. I don't know how they're doing it because you're supposed to have to do it through your channel. And when you do it through the channel, it shows up in your queue. It shows here's the strikes you've issued or the claims you've issued. It doesn't show anything in my channel. So if someone's impersonating me, where is this coming from? It's so bizarre. It's definitely a loophole that certain parties are using, and they're not sharing publicly how to do it, so they can continue to do it and get away with it.
If flagging, however, is something anyone could do, and is done to bring attention to YouTube of content that could be breaking their community guidelines.
That's
but
correct.
Perhaps it may be possible to find out who exactly flagged a video.
There's a way you can show your reporting history on YouTube. I'll link it in the chat. So if you didn't do it, they should have nothing in it, correct?
Oh, they're going to catch him red-handed.
Plot thickens.
Uh-huh.
As was brought forward on the stream, there is a way to check a flagging history. This has to be done through a channel owner, and while the other participants of the stream were showing their own flagging history, Jarbo was eerily silent.
You're taking way too long, Matt. You're guilty as fuck. Take a screenshot. Well, we want to see what you reported, all right? Stop fucking around. It's been like fucking 8 minutes.
Jesus Christ,
Take a screenshot and show him. No, I'm sick of you lying.
I'll send you an image because, look.
No, just okay.
No, wait, I want to hear this.
All right, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's one of two things going on here, right? There's one of two things going on. Number one, he's guilty as shit, so he doesn't want to show the screen. Or number two, he's not the one flagging those people, but he has flagged people. Not to say that it would be in the wrong if he actually did identify content that he thought was abusive or harmful, but he doesn't want word getting out that he's flagged anyone. Maybe there's someone out there that's not these haters of his, but someone else he doesn't like, another YouTuber or something, right? He's like, oh no, what if it shows that I flagged so-and-so YouTuber who I don't like and tried to get their video taken down? He's going to look terrible. So it could be either situation. One obviously is less bad than the other, but still, like, they kind of caught him right there, like completely red-handed, or else he would just give it right up, right?
Go ahead. Now go ahead.
Okay, let me preface this by saying
go ahead.
That I can get angry.
Uh-oh. Matt got a little bit angry. I wonder what that could mean. What could he have possibly done? I'm innocent, guys. I haven't done what I'm accused of, but I might have done something else. I wonder what that something else is.
Let's stay on topic here, boys.
Yeah, let's
I
stay
think we have
focused. I'm really interested. I think I'm just like Elsa up there.
I have a lot of tabs open, but I have.
Thanks for reporting.
But nothing on.
Okay, this is the worst possible idea. Think about this. He's on a Discord call. He shares his screen. And he goes, I've got a lot of tabs open. Dude, I'm sure with these zillion tabs open, someone's going to find something in one of those tabs that now they're going to use against him or make fun of him for, right? Like, this is idiotic. If he was going to do this, literally open another browser window. You can open another tab that's not connected to all those other tabs. Here, I'll do it right fucking now. You do this, and you pull it out. You see? Now it's a separate window, and you don't have a million tabs on it. Why the hell did he do that? This is dunce level intelligence is what this is. Like, all right, you put me on the spot. Here, let me show you this browser with 7,000 tabs open, exposing all of my information. Right? Like, oh my God, dude. What the hell are you doing? That is really dumb. Or if that's the reason, you know, say, I'm not going to show you because I have a million tabs open. I'll gladly do this in a minute when I have it all set up, right? But this is just dumb. I guarantee you, they got a wealth of information just from this screenshot. Yeah, I guarantee you this was like the worst thing he ever did.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh my fucking God. Nothing on that. That's just,
what the fuck?
So, I have been in a not the best place mentally. And
now, wait a minute, Matt! No! Matt, no!
The discovery of Jarbo being the source of the flagging was only half of his destruction. The second half was going back and looking at all the excuses he made and
that's the best quality anyone has, so no one can actually read it, but they know what it is.
his involvement with Candid.
I bought a house, Jim. I'm having a kid, Jim. That's why I have to flag videos on YouTube. I'd like to remind you that Mundane Matt is a man who wrote a fucking book on how to handle the internet. He sells a book on...
Really? No bullshit social media marketing. Tips and tricks on how to create and sustain an online presence, a solid online presence on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, and Google+. For the entertainment industry. Rated 2 out of 5 stars with only 8 reviews. Wow.
On Amazon. Well, Cell is being generous. He gives it away for $0 and there's still no takers. The advertisers, his fellow YouTubers, the skeptic community that seemingly was a large part of this marketing push. And Matt was a part of that. Let's talk about free speech and the Candid app. Notice how there's no disclosure up top. These people are part of a community that are skeptical. They're free speech advocates. They don't lay down. They don't take it up the ass. They're there to defend you, unless you're putting a $10,000 check in their pocket. And then fuck you, am I right, Harmful? When Harmful would release a video talking about Candid or poking at Matt on social media, Matt would then, in kind, respond and tell him he was basically crazy.
The point Medicare is making is that Jarbo was also part of the promotion of this app, that was, in a way, weaponized to counter opposition of it, even though it should go against their core beliefs.
Working with a company whose business plan is to censor and fuck them over. And not just them, everybody else.
This was all covered in Medicare's The Ballad of Mundane Matt video, and a good example of how blood sports could progress ongoing feuds. But as was becoming more and more the case, certain feuds that should have only amounted to banter were taken far more seriously by their participants.
There's a term that's existed on the internet since, well, the internet itself has existed. It describes a certain personality type, a character most people would encounter on the forums that they might frequent or image boards they might visit. It's a special kind of individual, somebody who's easily quick to anger, who lacks the ability to banter or joke with other people. When forced into a corner or a situation in which they cannot win, they will inevitably fall back upon the position of wanting to kick your ass.
You triggered, my dude? You sound pretty triggered.
Oh, I'm triggered as fuck. I would fuck your face up so bad.
Oh shit, I'm sure you would, my dude. You sound so mad right now. Oh god, you sound so mad, dude.
Oh, I'm mad. I would fuck.
Oh, you sound so triggered right now. I'm such an internet tough guy.
Destiny's opponent in that moment, and who Medicare was making a video about, was Tonka Saw.
that behavior has existed within him on the internet for at least 7 or 8 years. Every single person he would encounter who would eventually throw up a roadblock to his bullshit would sooner or later receive a challenge to fight him in real life. But as with most internet tough guys, nobody really gave him much attention. They just saw it as complete bullshit and moved on. That is until a little cokehead by the name of Andy Warski said enough is enough.
Oh, really? Interesting. So now we're getting backstory. Very interesting. Okay. So Andy Warski is going to fight this guy in real life. All right.
I will go to the States. I will go to the ring you want me to go to.
Metokur proceeds with explaining who Warski is from his involvement in IBS, the fabricated information about him and a minor, and the poor advice he received from Tonka-san. This presents the feud between the two and why Warski, unlike other people, readily took up Tonka's offer.
Shockingly rare occurrence, an internet tough guy actually had to put his ass on the line. And that is thanks to Tara LaRosa. Now Tara, a sometimes guest on the Morning Kumite, had heard that Tonka and Andy were having an argument. Tonka had said that he could set up a fight, that he could arrange the details of it, but he was running into some difficulties. And out of nowhere, Tara said, she'll have it set up in 5 minutes.
Just like that, Tara LaRosa set up the fight in less than 5 minutes. You're welcome. They want to do it in Tennessee. We have January 19th in Knoxville. I'll start on next week. Fucking cool. No problem. I'll start that card next week. Shoot me details. So was it supposed to be like a real fight, a boxing fight? So the two of them were actually supposed to fight each other. So this Tonka guy and Andy Warski were actually going to fight in real life, and Mr. Metokur covered it. Okay.
And she wasn't kidding.
Warski took this seriously and the event was being hyped up, but also sabotaged according to Metokur.
Tonka spent his time trying to throw any wrench he could into the gears, trying to slow it down. While on his show, he would talk massive amounts of shit, saying how he was going to badly hurt Andy Warski. And come January 19th, only one man would be standing in the arena. Well, maybe standing is the wrong way to put it.
To elaborate on what Shamir had been saying, Andy Warski is making his way to the cage. His opponent, Tonka saw did not show up.
Tonka was a no-show, sabotaging the match by not sending his ID or even blood work.
Oh, I wanted to read that.
Was a no-show, sabotaging the match.
Due to the unique nature of this bout, we at VFC required that both of these potential athletes sign a contract, state a few particulars, there should have been a comma, such as sales commission, timetables for blood work, etc. Amateur fighters in the state of Tennessee must submit blood tests that prove they are free from hepatitis B, C, and HIV. This Mr. Warski did within the required time allotment. However, when Mr. Tonka sent in his required blood work, it came with a different name and a different photo ID than the one that he signed the contract under. We informed him that unfortunately the two names must match up, otherwise we could be responsible to any number of potential liabilities. Now, wait a minute. So, they're implying this was done on purpose because he wanted to dodge the fight. But what if that wasn't the case? What if he actually has hepatitis, right? He talks all this internet shit, but he knows that he would never be able to fight anyone because he'll be banned from fighting because he has a blood disease. Huh. I'm just saying, you know, it could be either way, but I mean, that'd be pretty dumb. I mean, why even send the fake blood, right? Why would you send the fake blood? I would just not send the blood or say, oh, I swear I did it. Where it got lost? Why did he send the wrong blood or the one he knew wasn't his blood? That just doesn't make sense to me. So I think what he's trying to do, he did want, it sounds to me like he did want to fight, but he can't. Like, he's probably got hepatitis. That's my guess. There's different kinds of hepatitis, by the way. Sometimes you can get it, just have it, like, transferred it from your blood, like if you have a relative, like your mother or father had it, you can get it. Sometimes it is like blood-to-blood transfer. So it depends. You know, it definitely depends. But, you know, I don't know. Huh. Harry the Hippo says, no, he's all bark, no bite. But again, if that's the case, right? Why do this? I don't get it. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why pay to get someone else's blood work and submit it? You know they're not going to accept it. And if they do, you'd still have to show up. What if they were so dumb that they accepted it? Then he'd still have to show up. So I don't get it. Unless it sounds to me like this is something you do to avoid detection that you have a blood disease, and he still wants to fight. It doesn't sound like he was trying to get out of the fight. It sounds like he knew he would never be able to fight legally. That's my take. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
By not sending his ID or even blood work.
Tonkasaw refused to sign the contracts asked of him, and sent in multiple names under the contract and the blood work. They even follow up on this in a later paragraph. Mr. Tonkasaw sent in someone else's blood work and ID. He did not make it to Tennessee.
Medicare also goes through some of Tonkasaw's lies. Unlike the Matt video and Blood Sports events, Medicare had no direct involvement in these happenings. This is because at this point, Medicare had created distance with IBS, just like he did with GamerGate because of how obscure it was becoming.
So man, so basically he would have involvement with something for a long time, but then when it kind of went south or went away that he didn't like, he would leave, but he would still cover it from a distance. I guess that's respectable. Don't just stay the course with something if you no longer agree with it or you don't like it anymore. All right.
You got doxing and swatting and pedophilia. You've got infighting and Discord spies and all of this other shit. I don't know how this happened. They're just fucking... They're streaming shows on the YouTube. They're streaming shows on YouTube. How did any of this happen? How did any of this shit come to be? It's fucking streaming shows on YouTube.
Medicare's intuition in the spaces he inhabited was remarkable. He knew when to jump ship when things were going awry.
Yeah.
He also, unlike some contemporaries, remained consistent in keeping things to banter, avoiding what he deems to be life ruination or any similar serious threats. Additionally, when he did take part in IBS, he was always a strong competitor that was detached in many ways. His anonymity negated any roastings of his appearance, controversies, any heavy-hitting things. Even when he was doxxed, he still made light of the legal history of his that came out.
And look at all these nifty screen caps that should give you the gist of Jimothy's legal dealings regarding his ability or inability to register, insure, or non-drunken drive a car. Can we really be surprised by that? Do we know Irish people that aren't fucking excessive alcoholics?
Another element of Medicare's strategy of detachment was his rule of no online friends.
But I feel like whether you want to admit it or not, you have made some friends because...
No, you're just people on the internet to me. I mean, I've been pretty consistent with that for years. I mean, have I not? I mean, I've told Andy this, I've told Tonka this.
Right? We're BFFs.
Hey,
we hung out that one night. What are you talking about, Medicare? We bought Chinese and stuff and we chilled, watched
we can show up on a stream together and banter or yell. I mean, that's
yeah, but you have a mutual affection. That's a friendship.
No, I don't.
Oh my god. So in truth, all right, what I feel is like he's maybe one of those people who like he can get along with people, but he doesn't actually form real relationships. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he can get along with people, he knows how to play the game to get by, but he never was looking to have real friends. Okay? Some people are like that. Some people are like, business relationship or, you know what I'm saying, social relationship to an extent, but they never want to go that extra level. They don't actually want to go to like, we're tight. We're, like Andy said, that we're BFFs and stuff like that. They just basically want to say, hey, I'm okay with, jumping on a stream with you or whatever. Right? That makes sense to me. To some extent, some people I've been like with that. Not everyone. Like, I've had closer friends who I've opened up to, but there's some other people who like, okay, so we have a relationship, we interact from time to time, but I don't want to take it to the further step that we could consider ourselves close friends or anything like that. And it sounds like all those people on the show who he did have interactions with over the years did see him as a friend, and now they're like shocked to hear that, wait a minute, you don't consider us your friends? No, you're just people I fuck with on the internet, right? Like, wow. And that like smacked them in the face. It's shocking to them. Wait, what? We're not bros?
People Medicare interacts with could be quite unstable, which could be a reason for this rule. This rule also assists in being straightforward in his intentions, in that he will prod at anyone that embarrasses themselves online. Even Warski with the infamous aim 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 stream. But because YouTube...
I don't even know what that is. I really don't even know what that is. I've heard the meme, but I don't actually know what it is. I haven't seen it. So maybe someday I'll have to you know, educate myself on it, but I don't know what the meme is.
It does not look kindly of videos showcasing people brandishing weapons. This event cannot be shown to its fullest. The gist is that Warski in Florida, after a verbal confrontation with 3 other individuals at a bar, walks off with his 2 pals. A fair amount of time passes, and these individuals catch up to Warski and his friends. More than Warski convinces his friend to pull a gun through these words.
Go aim, 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 aim.
This resulted in Warski and friends calling the police, but in a turn of events, because Warski's friend Alex pulled a gun that was not fired, there were still charges filed against Alex, 3 of aggravated assault and 1 of simple assault. Medicare had a field day with events like these, the stranger the better. That's why his interview with David Stay, a lesser-known star known by Jim for his portrayal of Mandar in the short-lived 1980 series Photon, was memorable.
What am I watching now? Wait. Sometimes I feel June moves too fast through topics. So I'm letting it settle in what happened, the Andy part. And now all of a sudden we're watching Photon from the 1980s? Like, what kind of a transition is that? What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Let's calm down. Let's rewind from fucking Photon for a second here. Guys doing frontal flips and shit. Okay? So what happened was, a bunch of people out at bars get into a fight, or not even a fight, but a verbal disagreement. One of, I guess, Andy's friends has a gun for self-defense. These guys follow them out of the bar. So they left. These guys came after them, right? And basically we're still yelling at them and trying to cause a problem. So Andy told his friend to pull the gun on them. He's like, aim at them, right? So he shouldn't have done that. We all know this now on the internet. This is all like known shit. You can't just pull a gun on someone. You can't aim at them. If it's documented, you're going to jail. You are, you know, that's life-threatening situation. The only way that he could have been able to do that is if they were already assaulting him. Then he could have pulled the gun for self-defense. But you can't just pull it out like that. So, exactly. Boogie found out too. Yeah, Boogie shooting into the sky. You can't do that. I think people just, on the internet, they think that, like, everything's like in the movies. It's not. The law is not like the movies. You can't just do the shit they do in the movies and get away with it. So, okay, so that's what happened. So basically that happened. Medicare covers it. Now he's disassociating himself from Andy. He's disassociating himself from this Tonka Saw guy from Internet Bloodsport. Basically, he just keeps disassociating himself from everything as the entire internet is falling apart around him. Okay, now let's figure out what this Photon shit is all about.
1 of simple assault. Medicare had a field day with events like these, the stranger the better. That's why his interview with David Stay, a lesser-known star known by Jim for his portrayal of Mandar in the short-lived 1980 series Photon, was memorable.
So I know what Photon is because I saw it a few times. Photon was an action show. Think Power Rangers, okay? But no giant Zords. It's just like hand-to-hand action, fighting, and also they used guns and shot each other. What it was laser tag. Okay, but the reason it existed, they wanted to sell the Photon laser tag sets to kids. So it's kind of like a product tie-in show. It wasn't a good show, and I don't think it even ran that long. But the sole purpose was to sell the toy. So I've seen it a few times, but I never liked it or anything. I saw the toys in the store, but I never wanted them. I was an action figure kid, so I was into like buying, He-Man and shit like that.
I talk shit, okay? But I didn't really push it on people. You know who, I'm going to tell you, he set me off. Barack Obama, he set me off. I was getting ready for work, and this is when I don't have a television, but I had a TV, right? My TV's always background noise. I'm getting ready to go to work, all right? And I don't know what he said before. I don't know what he said after. And I cried on this day. I cried this day.
What?
All I heard was this. And for all you flat earth, tinfoil hat wearing people. And I looked up, I said, what the fuck did he just say that for? I said, why would he say something like that? And you know what I found out that day, pal? There was actually, I have nothing to do with it. But there was an actual flat earth society. And I wasn't fucking alone.
Or some might have questioned Stay's conspiracy.
Wait, what? This guy is so dumb, he thought the earth was flat. Oh, no. How does Jim find these people? Seriously. How does he find these people? What the hell? I mean, are there a lot more flat earthers than I think? I'm thinking like there's a few hundred on the planet who are that stupid. Maybe I'm wrong. Holy shit, dude. He actually believed the earth was flat.
Theories, Medicare let him talk. In this way, bringing only minimal confrontation allows him to express his stranger yet more entertaining thoughts. And though Stay did have highly irregular perspectives, his intent of kindness made him a likable person within the stream's eyes.
I'm a man that just cares, and I care about everyone, and I want to make a hot damn difference on this hot damn planet. It doesn't matter how many people, and that's my goal in life. So tomorrow, do the right thing, but just compliment somebody, man.
From Bloodsports to leaving Bloodsports to covering events around Bloodsports and continuing his mainstay series, this is what Medicare was from 2017 to 2019. But trouble was brewing.
So the Patreon thing happened first. That was from the Transtastic Tales videos I did. So I did a video that I knew couldn't go on YouTube, so I put it up on BitChute. And somebody at Patreon saw it and didn't like it, and that was the end of my Patreon. And that's why.
Yeah, that
and then
happens.
I started getting, I got a strike on one of my videos. I can't remember what it was, but there was a strike on one of my YouTube videos, and I was like, okay, this is, they're going to try to just completely shut me down. So my idea was, they can't, like you were like, oh, I can't be doxxed because I'm already doxxed, right? My image is out there. So I was like, well, you can't strike my videos if I don't have any videos.
Yeah.
So I took down all my videos, and I was like, now let's see what you're going to do, Susan.
So basically, yeah, basically what he did is he just, what do they call it? Scorched Earth. He scorched Earth his channel. Isn't this what Jordy has done? Rings of Redemption. He did the same thing. Like I can understand to some extent, but like, you understand it's devastating. That's years and years and years of work and investment. You know, it's time, it's effort. You know, not to say necessarily that he was making money on his YouTube, because it sounds like he wasn't. He was making money on the Patreon and other avenues. But to have your body of work, you know, removed after it's been there for so long, that's crazy to me. You know, that he would delete his whole channel, essentially. That just feels to me like the most extreme thing you could possibly do. So, hopefully, that wasn't the end of all his content, but I think it might have been because, as you guys hear, basically the only way you can find his content is through other people who've been archiving it. Like, it sounds to me like he really did, and it never was recovered. It was just other people who happened to back it up still have it.
Hi, Mr. Medicare. Oh my God, so formal. They even called me Mr. During a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the videos you've uploaded to your channel, and we found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with our partnership program. As of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize, and you will not have access to monetization tools and features. So let's go find out exactly what the violation was so I can learn from it to become a better content producer on this amazing platform. Account status currently ineligible for monetization. Here's why your channel wasn't approved. Reused content. I'm going to look through all my videos to see which ones that weren't compliant with this specialist that works for YouTube. They must have seen something I overlooked. Where can I begin my journey? I know. I should go look at my uploaded videos and just start going through them one by one. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have any fucking uploaded videos.
Quote, so I woke up today to a few videos that were yanked on my YouTube with the typical warnings about rules violations. But what makes it even more insane are the choices. The We Was Kings video, which was pretty popular and aimed at laughing at the Kemet and Black Israelite communities and had been up for 3 years. I tried appealing it and within 15 minutes got a response saying the strike was valid and the video wouldn't be reinstated. The other video was a minute long in length with me dubbing JonTron back into ukulele, and at that point I stopped trying.
So yeah, basically what it sounds like is someone like mass flagged his channel, and eventually it triggered YouTube to review it, and YouTube finally did formally review it and said, yeah, this is content that's in line with the partner program. So that will happen, sadly, where you have videos that are live endlessly for a long time, and then finally someone flags it and you get in trouble for it. It's really stupid because it shouldn't be like that. But that's how again, YouTube is a self-policing community that relies on viewers to flag videos for them to finally get around to reviewing them. There could be videos up for years that you think are fine, and then all of a sudden you get in trouble for it later. You're like, well, it's been live for years. How could it be bad now if it wasn't bad back then? Oh, we just got around to looking at it, okay? So what he's saying is he did delete all his videos, but then they kept hitting him after the fact. Apparently that happens too. Like, for example, what can happen is if someone already has something in the pipeline, it could hit you after the fact anyway, which is really stupid. It won't happen with copyright, because if you delete the video, then the copyright strike can't be occurring. So let's say, for example, someone loads 10 copyright strikes against someone, 10 separate videos. If the first strike hits and the person says, oh shit, I'm going to get hit 9 more times, they can delete those videos and then those strikes will never hit because the videos don't exist anymore. They're not a breaking of the law. You see what I'm saying? But in the case of YouTube policy, even if you delete the videos, YouTube can still see them. YouTube can see the videos, and therefore, if it's a violation of their policy and not the law, they'll still review the content and decide if it's in line with their policy, and if there's a violation, they'll still hold you accountable, even if you deleted the offending content. Yes, I'm not kidding. That's how YouTube does it. So you can delete the offensive content and then still be held accountable for it.
Live with the consequences.
Isn't that a great system? Okay, so let's continue.
Quote. At the bottom of this community post, Medicare states this is why he deleted all of his videos, because even if unlisted or made private, YouTube will still use whatever content to apply strikes and take a channel down, as they did with the channel Monkey Jones a year prior. As for Medicare, though his strikes were likely done to eradicate his channel, there was a shift in content during this time. As Medicare mentioned, how the sausage is made was uploaded to BitChute and not YouTube. The video covers the surgeries and is highly graphic with nothing left censored. This is a video on a mostly partisan topic, presented graphically and more serious than his other videos. After his channel was demonetized, the next month, still uploading on different platforms, he uploaded Slip and Slide.
Bad things don't just happen at once. The worst of the worst damage that can ever happen to a group of people or to a society is a death by 1,000 cuts.
By the way, I understand that Medicare is basically lifting a middle finger to the entire internet here, but take a look at his avatar. His avatar absolutely positively looks like someone in like a Nazi military uniform, right? But I think he did it on purpose. He's trying to be offensive. Like, that's the joke, right? At least that's my take. Like, listen, you guys don't like me, so I'm just going to animate my character here to basically be wearing a full offensive military garb. The only thing he doesn't have is the swastika on the armband. He even has the armband, just no swastika on it, right? Maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but it seems like that's what he's doing here, right? He's not saying that that's who he is. He's saying, hey, listen, if you're going to fucking say awful things about me or whatever, I'm just going to make my avatar that anyway and take that shit, right? Yeah.
Incremental changes, almost imperceptible changes, argued only on their singular points, taken out of context of the bigger picture, that allows you to reach an endpoint where the National Guard are coming to take your guns and your son is in a dress getting fucked by a pedophile.
That video was about homosexuals.
And I know there's nothing more that people fucking hate. Like, I get this, because I run into this too. Where you're like, you're watching a channel and you really like the fucking content, right? And you're watching all the series, and then suddenly they come in with their hot political takes. And you're like, please, dude, come on. You're fucking killing me here. So I tried my best to keep it minimal, but I never hid that I'm more of like a kind of, conservative. Just from an audience perspective, I tried to keep it like focused on the series, but every once in a while I'd get like a hair up my ass and want to do a political thing. And so Slip and Slide was kind of like my take, or what I saw as where things were kind of going. And I tried to sum it up as best I could. And I think a lot of the points that I raised were pretty fair considering where we are right now.
There was something more aggressive going on within Medicare's content that started in...
That was 2019, So that's, I mean, 5 years ago, we're not where we were now. In fact, we were in a very different place than where we are right now. So not surprised that putting that content out basically pissed off a lot of people.
Stop within those 2 videos. And there was something going on with Medicare that was only getting worse.
They've given my household a gift that we've been dealing with for a month now. We'll call it the tuberculosis fairy.
Wow.
So it's just been interesting. Don't leave your house if you're in Minnesota unless you have a fucking hazmat suit.
In 2019, his health, specifically his immune system, had not improved. To add to these stresses, in late 2019, after being demonetized, he began a new career path.
As you can see, I'm by the interchange on the outskirts of town. We've got some gridlock going on, bumper-to-bumper traffic, but what a beautiful day. We stuck in that gridlock. Pristine skies ahead. Not a rain cloud in sight. Visibility so clear, in fact. You can even see Susan writing me that check for the money she owes. You're gonna fucking pay me.
Medicare, as a Stickman weather reporter, even covered horrendous traffic accidents.
Oh my god, Ken. Ken Studio, can you hear me? There's a driver veering all over the road. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god, look at the speed that he's going. He's got to it's 100 miles an hour. Oh my god, look at the size of those flames. I can smell the bodies burning, Ken. It smells like cooking pig out here, Ken. One of the survivors, they're coming over towards me. Sir, are you okay? Oh my god, his skin is just falling off his body. There's smoke everywhere, and he's
What the
dead.
hell is this?
This change in content was part of a strategy.
And I'm like, okay, I'll play along. I'm going to do weather videos. I'm going to do weather videos where it's just my voice, and I do stick figure drawings in MS Paint, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it worked. I got remonetized, and my channel came back.
Wow.
He fell back on streams as his mainstay content, but the...
What happened? It skipped audio there for a second. Hold on.
My channel came back.
He fell back on streams as his mainstay content, but
I don't know what happened. For some reason, it skipped audio very briefly. Okay.
These were inconsistent and often months apart, and then for more than a year, there were no streams. The answer to his absence could be found on his Twitter. In 2020, he revealed he has indolent lymphoma.
Wow.
Here, Medicare is stating he is losing approximately 3 pounds a week.
Ended up going into a dermatologist who took a look at my scalp. Was like, yeah, that's a tumor. Let's do a biopsy. And it started off with obscure things that didn't really connect into the cancer. So I lost my appetite for 6 months and dropped about 45 pounds. Couldn't eat, and then had like a weird pancreatic attack where the lipase level is just through the roof, and then the next day it's back down to normal. Kidneys started acting weird. They're getting weird creatinine levels. They're getting weird adrenal gland readings, and then it just goes back to normal.
Medicare has cancer, but not exactly, and has an autoimmune disorder, but not exactly. The continuous struggle was trying to get an exact diagnosis, but his symptoms were as severe as they were constantly changing.
No, there's been some questions about my health. I'll get that out of the way as quickly as possible, because who wants to hear depressing things?
I know. I will just say this about American healthcare. I don't know about where you guys possibly may live, because I know that I have a worldwide viewer base, of people. American healthcare, a lot of the times from my experience, from me and my family members as well, okay, it's literally like there's a symptom. So then they'll test, and then they'll throw a whole bunch of shit at you, like this medication, this treatment, and then they just see what happens. And then they try to guess again, and then they try again. You would think when you're a kid growing up,
shut the fuck up.
Doctors are super smart. And all you got to do is they got to run a quick test and test you out, and you do this, hit your knee. They're going to know what's wrong with you, and they treat you, and you're good. It's not like that, at least for me with American medicine, okay? A lot of times, the doctors know jack shit. They're just trying shit, have no clue what's going on. And so the problem is sometimes with the condition you have, you may not have time to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? It's serious. You need to know quick what it is so you can immediately start treatment to reverse the symptom, to reverse the situation, whatever it is that you have. And with some people, they discover things so late that they don't have that time to mess around.
All right.
And it seems to me like in this case, that's what's going on with him. He has this, but he has this. Well, what is it? What do I actually have? Why are we fucking around? Can we ever find out? It's got to feel awful. It's got to feel terrible. You got to feel like completely uncertain. I mean, it must destroy you mentally, physically, emotionally, everywhere. Just the stress levels, the fear. because medicine isn't as exact a science as I think a lot of people like to portray it as. It's a lot of trial and error and testing and shit. At least, again, from my experience, I don't know what everyone's experience is out there. Maybe there's a country where the healthcare system is so amazingly advanced, they figure out shit right away. I have not experienced that whatsoever in the United States.
Yes, I did get sick. Yes, I am still sick, going through the clinomics program at Mayo to try to figure out what it is. For those of you unfamiliar with what clinomics is, it's fucking research medicine. So that's always fun. Now, I know that some people have called into question if I have cancer or not. I heard that Mersh said that. In fact, you might want to be careful, chat. I also heard that Mersh told people if you donate to me ever on any live stream I do, he's going to be very disappointed in you.
Mersh is a creator who was assisting in putting forth the idea that Medicare was faking his illness. In a space that is highly paranoid, these rumors do tend to float around, especially when money is involved. To that extent, Medicare was promoting his merchandise, specifically his hats. He had been selling his iconic 4 out of 5 stars hats off and on, something that started to raise funds for a potential lawsuit that never formed. But now in 2021, being inconsistently monetized on YouTube, this was his main source of income and why he is referred to as a hat salesman.
Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat.
Oh, just use it. Oh my god.
Buy a hat for your hat.
Buy a hat for your hat. A simple yet memorable line. With Medicare's health on a constant decline, this was a rallying cry of sorts. Money raised for his possible mounting medical bills. But even though Medicare has many fans, there are still a fair amount of people that want to bring his destruction. Some insulting his wife or threatening to show up at his house, etc.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Augustine,
greasy
Ralph,
Korean,
come on, you
your
fake
wife.
being
Nobody
religious, you
gives a
should be able to say.
Yet Medicare never reflected those life ruination tactics, even if he did get visited a couple of times.
Oh, 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. Oh, we might have visitors. Hold on.
Oh boy. He got swatted, just like everybody else at this point. At this point, I feel like I was one of the first people. Because it happened to me in 2015. It seems like since 2015, so many people have been swatted, right? But I feel like I was one of the earlier ones. I don't know. At this point, it's almost been a decade. Shit.
Not all visitors were unwelcome.
Had a little gift left on my lawn. A little gift left on my lawn. Now, fun fact, I do have cameras around the house when I show the swatting footage, everything like that. But generally, if people are just having a bit of a goof or fun or whatever, I don't usually put up footage because everybody tries to be so shy and coy about it. Like if you're dropping off potatoes or running up a cart or something like that, I'm not going to do it. But notice somebody with a sled out in the street at like 10 at night trying to be stealthy. And then, what do you know? What's sitting at the front yard? What's been built up in the front yard? A snowman.
This footage came from his quote-unquote final stream.
Well, as you know, this will be our final stream. Jim is riding off into the sunset. He's going to go do Jim things.
Medicare did plan on this being his final stream, but it was only the final stream of 2022.
We last left off with my Truman Show exit. I was, pretty clear that I was going to die. Had everything set up. I was looking, what would you say, resolute? But to catch you up, chat, on why Jim has crawled out of his fucking coffin for the time being, it's to sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats.
Medicare came back to earn money, to entertain, and announced that he would possibly show his long list of symptoms to try to crowdsource a diagnosis, as now in August of 2023, 3 years since the discovery of the cancer, things have progressed to the point of having multiple heart attacks and a broken back, and still doctors are unsure what exactly is wrong with him. The fuller extent of his symptoms were revealed in a stream that took place March 2024.
Said it, Jim.
I don't know where he lives. I'm assuming since he got doxxed, does he live in the United States? So it's U.S. doctors who can't figure this shit out? Awful. Fucking awful, man. Wouldn't wish that upon anyone. You have insane, over-the-top, crazy, life-threatening symptoms of a million kinds, and no one can help you. No one can figure that shit out.
Jim's faking everything.
That's right. They said it earlier in the documentary, Minnesota. That's right.
Doesn't have a wheelchair until Jim showed him the wheelchair that Jim owned. Until Jim posted pictures of his wheelchair to shut Brian up. And then Brian all of a sudden retreated into some other retarded shit. So I'm really looking forward to finding out what Mersh is going to say as we go through this. I put together a little collage, and I had to be smart about it. Now, there are reasons I have to be smart about it, and I'll show you why. Because these people are insane. They're literal insane retards. Now, Mersh likes to say that, oh boy, Jim's died 4 times, Jim's faking his illness and all this. And I've talked about being sick, and I've gone over it when people have asked in Super Chats, and I talked about it when I had my heart attack. It shows the date of implantment and everything else, because they put you on medication where you'll die if they cut into you. Or if they put you in an MRI machine, it will rip it out of your fucking chest if it's too strong.
Nah, this is fucked. Why do you have to show all this? Right? Like, this is his private shit, his private life. And I think this is the fucked up part of having an internet presence be your job, is now this kind of stuff had to be made public because he needs to raise money to pay for everything going on. But if you have people constantly accusing you of lying, right, then you have to try to clear it up. Like, this is fucked that he has to show this. Completely fucked up. He never should have had to show a single piece of any of this. This is his business, his family's business. No one needed to fucking know about any of this shit. This is beyond fucked that the internet treated him like this and then he had to do this.
Strong. But of course, again, this is all fake bullshit. Jim's not, maybe Jim actually had heart attacks and had a stent put in, but Mersh is right. Jim's just been...
Who even cares? Like, even if he was scamming everyone, right? If he's putting out content people like, and he's selling hats, then fucking let him. Even if he lied about every piece of this, he's making content people like, he's selling hats. So what the fuck is wrong? I don't get it. Why does he now have to show his entire private shit going on? Because these scumbags coming after him, you know? It's pretty fucked up.
Faking everything. So let me put a backing track on here. I like to call this all the tests that Jim has had over the last 4 years.
Look at this.
Do you
Why do
guys
you have to
have
show
5
this?
minutes?
I'm actually getting upset. I'm getting fucking upset. Fucking piece of shit calling him out and saying dumb shit. For what? Why does he have to show any of this? This is no one's fucking business, you know? I'm actually getting heated now. Like, I don't usually get, like, legit heated about shit. I'm actually getting really angry right now.
Business-related.
I might have to pause it. Look, my eyes are tearing up because I'm angry. I might actually have to pause this for a second. In fact, I am going to pause it for a second. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get up. I'm actually really upset.
Miserable. Just miserable.
Okay. All right, so allow me to explain. I actually just took like a 2-minute break to get up and cool down. I went to my window. Like, this shit never should be on the internet in any way, shape, or form, okay? He doesn't need to show his medical fucking records. He doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. He's an internet content creator, and if you like the content he puts out, you support him for the content or you don't, okay? Now, I get it. Because some information has become public, there's going to be people who may actually support him because of his medical issues, all right? But even then,
Fatty fat.
He doesn't have to show any of this, and I get it. He didn't. He decided to anyway. Maybe he wanted to be transparent. Maybe he did feel pressure from this Mersh guy. But this is like beyond fucked of a situation. Like this should never have happened and never gotten to this extent of this bad that he has to show any of this shit. You know what I mean? Never, ever should this happen. And I, you know, if you can't tell, you know, you know, again, everyone, Phil makes it all about him. Listen, I have family members who have serious things going on. All right. And under no circumstance should they ever have to show this kind of information to anyone. You know what I mean? It's really fucked up. So, you know, yeah. And you know, no one, I would hope that no one would ever have to be in this position. And the fact that he's in it is messed up. And I feel really bad. I feel really bad for the situation. I feel really angry for people who are critics that made him feel pressured to do this. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it at all. What was your purpose? Even if you think he's a scammer, right? Legit, even if you think he's a scammer, what are you trying to do? You're upset that people are buying hats? That's the end of the world for you? That's, you know, I don't know. Maybe there's just some people who are just so upset about lying and dishonesty. They feel like White Knight Crusaders or some shit, right? Stuttering Craig really wanted me to admit that I played WWE champions on his show, and because I didn't, oh my God, I hate you forever. It's like, dude, it's who fucking cares? Who fucking cares about it? I'm an internet content creator. People support me because they like my content. Doesn't matter if I play a mobile game. Doesn't matter what I spend the money on. It's a moot point. You're looking for a gotcha moment that shouldn't even exist and doesn't matter, right? In this case, the guy is possibly dying, and you're gonna try to get him in a gotcha fucking moment? Really? That's not serious enough of a situation for you? Right? What if he was having surgery? Would you require that a live streaming crew burst into the operating room to prove that he's dying on the operating table today? You don't believe it? Like, how the fuck is this your fucking business? The guy has a right to make money. The guy has a right to make content. The guy has a right to live. You don't have a right to negate his fucking rights because you think you're an internet crusader. You fucking piece of shit. All right, let's continue.
Just pause at any point to read through.
The scroll of tests done on Medicare goes on for around 3 minutes. There are also the newly revealed health issues Medicare has to deal with, from cancer, hypertension, hearing loss, osteoporosis, heart issues, severe inflammation, and rib and back fractures.
Now, I know, too, you've also asked the question, boy, why won't you die Medicare? Well, I know Rolf asks that all the time. He maybe has a legitimate reason, because we fucking hate each other. You, I don't get so much. But you ask things like, why won't I die? And we've held 4 funerals for you. Why are you streaming? Why aren't you spending your time differently? I'll tell you, it's very simple. I swore to myself when I started getting sick and when I knew I was going to die that I would set it up so that my wife wouldn't have to deal with that. So that when I die, they can throw my ass in an oven, cremate me, scatter the fucking ashes, and everything's on autopilot. That she's set up to be fine. That she's taken care of. That there isn't a weight hanging over her head. I'm sorry that I'm taking too long to do it, or that I'm sticking around to sell a few hats. But, you know, it's part of the responsibility of being in a marriage and having, you know, people...
Not him. He's not despicable. These fucking people saying this shit are absolutely fucking despicable.
You. It's one of the reasons I didn't have kids. You know, my dream for my life was very, very middle of the road. Most people who become like YouTubers, oh, I want to be famous. Oh, I'm going to meet all these fucking people, these TikTok sluts, and drive Lambos and do all that shit. My dream for my life, whether it was through YouTube or other means, was to have a normal suburban house, have a couple of pets, be married, and have some kids.
Mine was close. Mine also is very close. Like, I feel like my life that I have now is almost to the perfect point where I want it. Not yet. We're getting there. But that's it. Same for me. When I started on YouTube, I had zero aspirations of ever being a big content creator, of you know, being filthy rich, being able to rent the 3 pyramids over in fucking Egypt so I could make a YouTube video about it. I'm not shitting you. Mr. Beast just did that today. He rented the pyramids to do a YouTube video shoot. No, I never had any aspirations to do any of that. I just wanted to be a normal guy with a normal life that shared his passion for video games with the world, period. That's why I never played the game that everyone else did. You know, I think that people who have realistic expectations, realistic goals in life, way more grounded and way more respectable. And actually, now that I've seen this video about Medicare, which is about to end, I'm going to give you my final thoughts in a second. I think I've gained a ton of respect for that after having seen this. At least I'm taking everything at face value from the documentary. I don't actually know everything he's been involved in. I don't actually know every single aspect of it.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
From what I'm seeing, I don't see a reason to hate the guy at all. I haven't seen a single reason to hate the guy at all. You know, he's certainly not perfect. He's certainly an internet troll who gets at people and essentially got himself over making fun of people. But I haven't seen, like he said, he's not a life ruiner. He's not out to go after you and then rip you a new one at any means necessary. I get over on you and I don't care how much it hurts you. Doesn't sound like that was ever his goal. Whenever he saw that things were going in a different way he didn't like, he distanced himself from it. He managed to keep himself away from every major controversy as they were unfolding. Yeah. Seriously, I knew nothing about him at the beginning of this doc, and now seeing this whole thing, it's like, I guess I kind of get it. For me, it's like I'm being aware of all this at the very end of the road of it. You know what I mean? This is the end of the ride. So, pretty crazy. People person says he has one of the most recognizable voices in web history, in my opinion. The doc skipped way too much the Sargon stuff. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what Sargon stuff you even mean. But all right, let's see the finale. Let's see how it closes.
That was it, and I was very close to it.
That is the core of Medicare, a creator known for his consistency. Hated or liked, where other creators fell through the cracks, when even just measly pressure was applied, he remained stalwart. From GamerGate, IBS, his constant bans, to dealing with his degenerative, debilitating illness that no one can diagnose. Medicare, a simple hat salesman, was always able to make the best of it with his trademark smoker laugh.
Wrap it up and go die? All right. Is this a point where I get sappy and I say something emotional? Am I supposed to give great life advice now as I finish this out? Is this where I tell you something you already know and you all have to pretend like it was insightful and deep? Listen, I just like to laugh at dumb shit on the internet, and I think you do too. I think that's what we all like to do. Life is hard enough. There's a lot of tragic shit out there. The world's a scary place. But it's nice to have the ability to laugh at goofy shit.
Mr. Medic.
Okay, that was it. Well, from what, again, I can only speak from my perspective, right? From my experience, which is literally just this video, and me having heard that this guy basically, tore me a new asshole over the years. From what I can see, which is so bizarre, to see me in a Ghostbusters outfit, be his avatar. For his account was called Brightside Bill, which is a parody of Darkside Phil, right? Pretty crazy. Obviously, at one point, he had it out for me. That wasn't covered in this documentary. And I actually have no idea what he ever said about me. The only things I ever heard about him was, this guy doesn't like you, and he makes fun of you constantly. What do you have to say about it? Will you go on the internet kumite and join a blood sport with him? And I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you guys are talking about. Okay? No, I really have no idea whatsoever. I really have no concept of what you're speaking of, because I just make content. I ignore all this shit around me, right? And maybe to some extent, that's why I'm still here, because so many people for 16 years have had people like this jump on them and rag on them, and if you engage, then basically you either change who you are, or you just become oblivious to everything else that's not in line with what you want to do. And I feel like I just became oblivious to everything around me, rather than changing who I was, because if I started doing this kind of shit, I wouldn't have been the guy making the content and doing what I wanted to do anymore, right? So, anyway, yeah, see, Zebra Unicorn says, he's most famous. He made fun of you for checking on if Leanna was going to make you dinner while she was sick with the flu. Okay. See, to me, I don't even know what you're talking about. I literally have no idea what that means. I mean, I feel like he says, so Jim was the guy that all the shit happened around him, but he remained consistent and he remained stalwart. And, you know, to this day, people respect him. I was the guy that was just oblivious to everything around him. I didn't, you know, he reacted to everything and distanced himself from the bad shit. I just stayed doing my own shit and never paid attention to anything else around me. So it's bizarre because it's like two people who are still here for completely different reasons. Right? And I know that every time this guy turns on a stream, he gets insane amounts of views and popularity. And every time I turn on a stream, a fart blows, right? You know, I know that I'm nowhere and never going to be anywhere near as pertinent or popular as this guy. I also didn't make that kind of content. You know, I never opted to do drama content. I wanted to stay away from it. Even now, these last few months where I had a big burst in popularity, I stayed away from drama content purposefully because I didn't want to have anything to do about it, right? So, all that being said, after having watched this documentary, I mean, personally, I don't have a lot negative to say at all. It seems to me like he's a guy who was an internet troll back in the day about very unimportant, innocuous stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, FYI, that, you know, if you're covering the Transformers action figures, if you're covering a Sonic critic, who cares? But then he kept going and turned it into something much bigger. But never could really find a foothold of anything majorly profitable because of monetization issues and YouTube not liking the kind of content, being polarized. Like, he was a polarized conservative at a time when it was tough to be a polarized conservative, right? If he went full on into being a polarized conservative today, and he was able to do that and make that content, he may be a multimillionaire, right? But today, sadly, that's not the case. That's not how life works, sadly. It's fucked up. You know? So, anyway, I definitely enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I mean, I didn't see him making fun of me, but at the same time, I don't really care. I have no ill will towards the man whatsoever. I definitely feel like the ending there was really fucked, where people are accusing him of lying about being that sick. Like, I mean, and then he felt like he had to actually, like, prove any of it. You know, that's pretty fucked up, in my opinion. It actually got me upset. But I think it's a well-done documentary. It's only an hour and a half. You know, it sounds like people wanted June to go more in-depth. Like, a lot of people in chat are saying the Sargon thing, seeing him actually debate someone, which actually seems to be glossed over. The fact that I'm in the video but not covered, which is weird, because why, you know, he's made a whole documentary about me that's 4 hours long, but then doesn't mention the fact that I'm his avatar and that obviously his account was my name. Like, what's that about, right? And I don't know. But hey, it was a good one. And I'm glad that I learned about him. To be honest, I'm not upset. I'm glad I watched it because now I at least understand the references. It's a shame that it sounds like I'll never have a chance to talk to the guy because really that's all I really wanted at this point. Like, so many people saying he wanted to have the conversation with me. He wanted to have it, and now it's too late. It's like, well, that sucks. I wish it wasn't too late, but it sounds like it is. I've tried every effort to be accommodating to the guy. I know that he's insanely sick, and, you know, it sucks, his situation. And I wish him the best for as little as that means at this point. You know, I know that my well wishes aren't worth a fart in the wind to anyone at this point. But I really hope that, you know, something goes well for him. Because to be in the situation he's in is really messed up. And the fact that so many people say that he's been a meaningful person to them in their lives and stuff, it means something. You know, I missed out on it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's not real for a lot of people. And I really hope that things go better for him, you know? But, all right. So that's really all I have to say. I try my best to try to relate to it. Again, with anything relation to me cut out of the history here, it's kind of hard for me to relate that much to the documentary. But I certainly hope that people still enjoyed my react, really. I hope that you guys you enjoyed your time here. I took my whole day to do it, you know? So I appreciate you all hanging out with me here, whether it was on DSP Gaming, on DSP Reacts or on my Kick channel. And yeah, more suggestions, you know, appreciated of future projects that you would like to see me do for long form reacting. I would love to hear what you want to see next as a long form react. It definitely doesn't have to be a documentary. It could be topics and things,
Derek.
you know, that we could gather together. But for the Mr. Medicare story from June the King, great documentary as usual. Interesting story. Hope that you enjoyed my react. Okay, guys? And I wish him the best. I really do. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you later. Okay. As expected, we are done way early, right? Like, I knew that we were going to be done within that time frame. So this means we have time now to do kind of whatever we want. And I have a couple shout outs to do. But outside of that, we can just hang out for like an hour before I have to get out of here. I have about an hour. To be frank with you guys, I don't know if I'm going to clip anything out of that. Like, I was thinking about it as we were streaming all day. And I was like, gee, what memorable moments or things should I cut out of the documentary? I don't know. You know, like, again, I made observations about what was going on. But sadly, there was nothing there that really I could tie myself to because I wasn't, like, part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if it had been covered that I was a part of some of his content, that would have been meaningful for me to have as a highlight. But, you know. And Trevor says, I commend you for saying this about him, considering how much he clowned on you. I don't care. You know, I don't care at all about that. I don't care about people clowning on me. I just don't give a shit. Here's the thing. You want to clown on me because I acted like an idiot, you know, on a stream. That's fine. What I don't like is the people who get personal. The people who are going to bring up my wife or my family members or... Again, like, well, Phil absolutely doesn't have the right to ever make $1 on the internet because I don't agree with this thing that he did that, by the way, is just something stupidly innocuous, you know, or stupidly dumb. That shit kills me. Oh, someone should never be able to make a living? That's fucked, right? This is what they're doing to him. Oh, he shouldn't be able to make a living because we think he's lying about being sick. Go fuck yourself. Really. Who are you? Who made you the internet's crusader to say that someone doesn't have the right to make a living and shit, you know? Dunsfelter says maybe just the ending part there where he's revealing his health shit and I got heated. I mean, I could. I could make that a clip, I guess. But that would like be the only one I can think of. Otherwise, it was just a lot of education. Learning about the guy, you know? Let's see here. I got a couple tips. Dollar tips. And it's trolls. Yep, it's two troll dollar tips that I'm just going to ignore. All right, well, we got an hour to kill, guys. We're done. So I'm open to Q&A. I think what I'll do is I will post up that we're going to just do Q&A for about an hour now since the documentary is done. And if anyone wants to come by and just hang out, they can. This work. Copy link. Let's see if this works. Day. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to post this up. I'm using the wrong keyboard. For some reason, it didn't copy the YouTube link. What? How did it not copy the YouTube link? It's the same fucking post. How could it not have copied? Whatever. I don't even care. At this point, it's so stupid. Technology is so fucking dumb. No, and let's be honest here. Can we be very honest? All right. I don't really think that many people cared about me reacting to this. I think once again, it was bullshit. Sure seems like that to me. What it seems to me is this. A lot of people like Mr. Medicare. Okay. I'm not one of them because I'm not aware of him until today. Now I know about him, but I wasn't there for when he was making content all the time. He was embroiled in all these controversies. He was a big part of internet culture. I wasn't there, right? So I didn't care about it. a lot of people thought, I feel, that this documentary was going to have stuff about me because he talked about me a lot earlier on. As you saw, the time that was like a 2016 stream, and he's got me as his avatar, and he, you know, his name is Brightside Bill and shit. But none of that's in the documentary. So all I can do is essentially give you a few tidbits here or there, snippets, and try to relate it to things that I've been to or I've been through. But that's it, right? So, yeah, I don't know what else I could actually add to it. So I don't necessarily think that it was the most entertaining thing, but there's not much I can do about that either, right? Like, what else could I have done? I also feel like I might have done it earlier. Like, I might have finished it on the first stream if we didn't get derailed by a fucking idiot for over half an hour. I probably could have gotten through it, and then I wouldn't have had to use my whole late stream for it. But what happened. Life is life. You got to deal with these morons as they come, right? So it is what it is. So I guess we'll just chill for an hour, whatever you guys want to talk about. All right. We already talked about it. I'm not going to talk about it again. We already talked about dumbass Iron Chef Sakai, who literally after the stream ended admitted the entire time that he was on the stream and he was supporting me was fake, that he was trying to do it to get attention for himself. And he was trying to get access to my mod Discord so he could leak it on the internet and all kinds of fucked up shit. So People person says, would you ever consider watching some of the clips of Medicare watching you? They aren't too harsh. I know it's a lot of people learned about you. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but if anything, can we be honest here? All right. This summer, when I interacted with Kino Casino several times, whether it was appearing on their show, them coming on my show to do a co-op commentary, excuse me going back on their show, doing gameplay, doing Halloween event, all this stuff that we did, right? There was a lot of drama going on. I was covering Review Tech USA. I was covering Ethan Ralph. I was covering LTG. I was doing all this, what's considered drama content. I dipped my toe in the water, right? And dipping my toe in the water, it worked. It actually did. I was getting attention and I was getting views on it, but it was upsetting my core audience. My core audience of people who've been with me all of these years, who like me for who I am, a gamer at heart, not getting into drama, not, you know, as I just said during the documentary, I was the guy isolated from all the drama. I stayed away from all the drama. I didn't want anything to do with the drama, correct? So being that guy, okay, and now kind of immersing myself in the drama. Do you want to know the truth? I feel that Keemstar and Kino Casino and all of them feel that if I became a drama YouTuber, that I would be successful. That if I was constantly in the drama, you know what I'm saying, interacting with the people, like the Lol Cow Live people and shit like that, that we would all feed off each other and it would all just benefit everyone. Correct? I think so too. But I don't think I have it in me. I think I'm 42 years old and I just don't give a fuck about drama anymore. If I was in my 20s, I'd probably be like, let's do it. Right? But I'm definitely at a point in my life where, listen, I'm in my midlife, I'm married, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life that is stressful, okay? It's not necessarily anything you guys know about, all right? It's really not. It's private stuff, you know? And I've got enough stress going on, and I understand that if I jumped into the drama sphere, okay, tons more attention, tons more people talking about me all the time, and it might even result in tons more support, okay? But that's not what I want for me or my family. Do you understand? Like, I'm at a point where I want things to start calming down. I want things to settle off. I want to establish who I am as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to change to act like I'm Mr. Drama, constantly attacking people attacking me, we going at each other's throats, back and forth, internet kumite style. I go on your podcast and rant on you, you rant on me. We go back and forth. I had my month where I got it all out of my system. I struck back at those who'd fucked with me, right? In one case, Review Tech, I destroyed them. In one case with Craig, I exposed them. And in one case with Keem, I think we actually saw eye to eye to some extent. I want to give Keem some credit here, All right. You know what I realized? I'm not recording any of this. I'm not. I didn't even hit record. I want to give Keemstar some credit here. The moment that we had a conversation and he realized that I wasn't some kind of an obnoxious asshole, he basically laid off, right? Like, I know he said on his show, you know, things like, you know, Darkside Phil just doesn't bother anyone. He doesn't go after anyone. So why does anyone go after him? I can't imagine why Review Tech is constantly always out after Darkside Phil, because literally DSP doesn't go after anyone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I respect him for that because he's understanding something. I never wanted to play the internet drama game. The internet drama game wanted to make me their topic because they felt it was easy to do because I wouldn't fight back. Okay? Because I didn't care. You know, I'm a guy that literally just wants to make gameplay streams, chill podcasts, holiday specials, hangout sessions. That's it. I have no desire to go out there and make life harder for anyone so I can get over. I have no desire to attack someone, to go after someone. Listen, the politics stuff, I feel is good because at least it allows me to speak on topics and things that normally would not be a part of my normal content that a lot of people don't want. Some people just say, hey, we just want to unplug from reality and come to your streams. Well, the politics are reality, right? And I like that I'm doing that. Right now, I wanted a break from it this week because quite frankly, I didn't really feel like I was getting enough out of the politics show right now to warrant a show this week. Like, I would have to, like, really push together a show that wouldn't have made sense or would have not had enough content and it would have been boring. I think maybe next week, if I do a double week, like, I'll have a bunch more stories.
Today's been incredibly
you know, like right now, like something just happened today that would be great for a politics show. What happened today was basically Trump pushed back. There was a big giant budget plan that the people put together, but it's very expensive, and Trump pushed back and said, no, this is the opposite of what we're trying to do. I'm coming in as president and we're fighting this over exorbitant spending bullshit. Make a better plan. Don't sign this shit. You know, that's politics that I like to cover, but that's like one story I'd like for this week. That's it. Like, I have nothing else to talk about. So yeah, maybe next week we'll probably come back. The day after Christmas we'll probably do a DS politics show, but I like having that as variety. But for the most part, I just want to relax. Like, that's what I want to do now. Now, listen, sometimes when I actually do games that are stressful or whatever, it's not relaxing, right? Anytime I'm playing a new FromSoft game or I'm doing that stuff, it's definitely not relaxing. For the most part, I just want to enjoy games with you guys and have a good time. And I feel like that's what most people are coming by for these days. And those few months that I did the drama content, people liked it, but it wasn't the core audience. It was a lot of outside people coming in from Kino Casino and other places and saying, oh, okay, this is interesting, this is good. But then when I cut off on it and reduced it and stopped doing it, and also, let's be honest, when basically people didn't want to associate with me, and we should talk about this. I think I'm gonna record a video about this topic because I think this is actually a good one. Okay, hold on. I received a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. Back when you were single, if you met a perfect 10 out of 10 woman who was a flat earther, would that have been a deal breaker? No exaggeration. I probably would have, like, if she was 10 out of 10 and interested in me, then probably I would, entertain spending time with the person, but I would never marry someone like that and or, commit to being with them long term. I couldn't. I got to be with someone that at least is half intelligent and not like, a fish in a person's body. I'm sorry. I got to be with someone who can at least hold a conversation, or else I'm just going to become insanely bored. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what was I saying? Let me think about this. I was saying I didn't want to do drama content because there was core viewers who were getting turned off by it, and a lot of people came and supported me because of the drama content, but then I lost my train of thought. Oh, well. I'm sure we'll get back to it. All right, so by the way, I'm going to start recording now. I totally forgot to hit record, so I am going to record this as like a special Q&A video, but yeah, let's chill, and guys, please support the stream. As you can see, I made $10. It'd be great to make more than 10. I did exceed the goals earlier today, the first stream. But yeah, it would be great to at least maybe hit 50 tonight by the end of the stream. We have about an hour left, a little less than an hour. Okay. All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Q&A session here. I'm here with the leftover viewers, because some left, from my long-form react that I did today, both on Kick and on YouTube. And we're just going to hang out for a bit because, quite frankly, I finished early, and now we're just going to shoot the shit about various topics and see what people want to talk about. So I'm glad that people stuck around. Thanks to those who did. Let's see what's on everyone's mind. We already started talking about various topics, and I forgot to start recording, and I was like, you know, we should just stop and then start recording because I actually wanted to make a video out of this. Okay. So, let's go ahead and please tag me in the chat if you would like to talk. Essentially, the topic we were going on, I'll reiterate what we were talking about. So, some people have been saying, we're talking particularly about today's react and how I reacted to the Mr. Medicare documentary. And I was like, you know, I'll be honest. I think that there are some people who wanted me to react to this documentary because they thought there was going to be drama, but there ended up being zero drama because the documentary doesn't address me. Even though the documentary shows that Mr. Medicare had me as his avatar, dressed in my Ghostbusters outfit, that he had the name Brightside Bill, that for the documentary purposes, they basically skipped over any parts where he was making fun of me. Like it covered this guy, this bathtub Rob, and it covered the Mundane Matt arc, and other things like that, but it never really covered anything involving me. So because of that, there wasn't much for me to say or add from a unique perspective. You know, when I'm watching the Wings of Redemption documentary, I'm seeing that that guy is going directly through shit that I've been through, and there's even some references to me, and I'm like, okay, I can hit upon those, right? In this case, I was oblivious to Mr. Medicare. I didn't know who he was. I only heard that he had made fun of me or whatever, and that was it. So there wasn't much that I could really add. I did my best, but I don't think that people found it particularly like a great piece of content, like, for example, the Review Tech react or the react to my own documentary. You know what I'm saying? Now, going along with that, we were talking about how I had this giant resurgence of attention in the summer, and it was mostly for drama purposes, and that's correct. You know, me opting to go on Kino Casino, have a real conversation with them, have some content with them, crossovers and the like. That leading into me having an interview with Keemstar, me having an interview with Stuttering Craig, okay? Basically boosted my attention and my potential. And if you heard guys like Keem even said on his own show, I wish Phil the best and I hope that he doesn't blow it. But I think this is the problem, is that people think that success at any means necessary is what everyone wants, and it's not, okay? I don't want success at any means necessary, all right? I want success doing things that I enjoy or that I feel are meaningful and aren't harmful to others. Easily, I could have manufactured drama for the last several months. I could have gone at the guys at LOLCOW Live, which, by the way, you can tell they were giving me opportunity to do. Do you really think it's a hard thing to get Boogie on my show? Come on now. Are you serious? No. That you can tell this is what they were doing. They were building up where they wanted to have a confrontation with me, and it was going to be this big thing, and then maybe it would have become good for both sides or whatever. That's what it was, right? And I think what it is I tried to do stuff, but I got to the point after like maybe 2 months of this kind of drama in my rotation and everything, I just got tired of the shit. You know what I mean? Like already I was like, so let me get this straight. In order for me to stay on top of the game, I've got to be working after these streams at night. I got to be fucking trying to get people for interviews. I got to be trying to do this and that. Whatever happened to like me playing games, right? Whatever happened to me just chilling with my audience? When is that going to happen again? Instead of me just having to overwork myself to try to create drama content that's not necessarily, it's entertaining for the viewers. I know that, but it's not necessarily fun for me or the longtime viewers. I really feel like what was happening was it was isolating my longtime viewers who weren't along for the ride for drama because I had always avoided drama, right? I didn't buy into the drama shit. So a lot of people were getting turned off who were the longtime supporters, and that's a bad thing. These are the people who've been along for the ride the whole time. It was great to get a few months where I was getting thousands and thousands of dollars of extra income. But I also don't want to scare away all the people who've been along for that 16-year journey at the expense of getting short-term success using drama content, okay? So what ended up happening was, if you haven't noticed, the last 1 to 2 months, I gravitated away from it. Okay? I did. You know, I got disinterested in it, quite frankly. I felt like it was going to change me too much negatively. And as I was just saying, I was saying this before I started recording. So for those who are watching recording, I'll reiterate. I'm now in my midlife. I'm in my 40s. I'm 42 years old. I'm happily married. And there's a lot of things going on in my life that you guys don't know that are stressful. There's things that happen around this time of your life. You know, things that you don't know. There's health-wise. There's other things. My family members, things like that, okay? And I just don't need extra stress when I'm already stressed about shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of these people who are getting into the drama shit, this is their focus. This is them. This is the entirety of who they are. That's not me. I've got other shit going on that I want to balance. This is my job, but it should be my job, not the existence, my entirety of my existence. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's what was going to happen. If I kept going down that drama road, every day was going to be turn on a stream, drama, 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 go on another show, interview that's drama, talking shit about someone else, seeing how they talk shit about me. I don't want that to be my content. I want to play games. I want to have chill streams. I want to have fun. I want that to be me. That's the legacy I want to leave, right? Not, oh, there was drama today. Watch the drama show. There's too many people already doing that, by the way. It's oversaturated as it is. I think I would be good at it. I think the guys at Kino Casino, I think Keemstar, I think they all think I would be good at it, but I just don't care enough to be that person. Do you understand? And so, and here's the other thing too that I will say, okay? I feel, and by the way, this does not apply to Mr. Medicare whatsoever, okay? In the case of Mr. Medicare, this is a guy who for many years talked shit about me, and then he desired to have a conversation with me, but sadly now it's too late, or at least it seems it's too late. I've tried to make myself available a few months ago, again this week. It's probably not possible that we're ever going to have the conversation that he wanted. Okay, but that's because of his health, and that's not his fault. Okay, but I will say this. All these fucking people, all right, who talked shit about me years and years and years, whenever they wanted a day, but they thought it was an easy job. Oh, I'm going to bring up Dark Side Phil today. That way I don't have to work, right? That way I could just talk shit about someone, and it's the meme that everyone loves. Talk shit about Dark Side Phil, pile on Dark Side Phil. It's time to crap on Dark Side Phil today to make a buck, right? All those people, for all those years, saying all that shit, and they bring up the WWE Champions meme, and the begging meme, and this meme and that meme, and all the bullshit memes. This year, all those memes fell the fuck apart. Every single one of them, okay? They don't exist anymore. So now there's no more negative memes about DSP. So what happened to those people? You want to know what happened? They ran away like fucking pussies, okay? I made myself available and said, you talk shit about me all these years, let's go, right? I'll give credit. Stuttering Craig came on my show. I will give that credit. Even though it didn't go well, at least he came on the show and he was a man about it and he showed up, okay? Keemstar also did that. He gets massive credit in my eyes, okay? But these people who literally bullied me for years and years on the internet, and now I'm like, well, guess what? Now people actually are listening to me from a positive perspective. They don't care about WWE champions. They don't care about the begging. All they care about is that I'm a normal dude who has valid opinions. I want to now fight back against all these morons who've been dicks to me all these years. Let's do it. Come on my show. And here's what I hear. Crickets. Crickets. No one's man enough to fucking do it. Right? Mudahar, what happened? I'm talking to Mudahar on Twitter. The guy's apologizing to me and saying, I'm sorry if the only reason that anyone, you know, has a valid gripe against you is because you begged for money on a stream, then really, that's not a really good reason. And I apologize. And yes, I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'd love to do co-op with you. And then he deletes his fucking Twitter account. Like a day later. And I'm like, what just fucking happened? Literally, we just talked and everything was positive. And I was like, this is cool. We're turning a new leaf, right? Let's do this. And then he disappears. He retreats. And I even publicly said, so I wonder, is there a way that I can contact, or, you know, talk to this guy or whatever, so we can do content together? Literally, I mean, I have public ways to contact me. We all know this. I don't know how to contact him. He knows how to contact me. Crickets. Disappears. Okay? What about, it's a Gundam. How about that motherfucker? Who talked shit about me for how many years? Constantly ragging on me, all this bullshit. He was so desperate to get noticed that during my interview with Side Scrollers, he fucking recorded his audio to be an audio question for the show, and then he played it, and everyone laughed at him because he's fucking embarrassment. You know, like, why the fuck did he do that? He's that desperate. Where did he go? Where is he? Crickets. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't it interesting? All the people who all these years talked shit, and now Phil's available, and they won't want anything to do with it because people would actually listen to me now. It used to be, well, Phil's just the whipping boy of the internet, right? So now we don't care what he has to say. But now Phil actually got some backing, and now all of a sudden, crickets, right? So what this tells you about people, I hate to say, and by the way, they're not the only two. That's just the two that are coming to mind right now. What that means is this. These people are fair weather friends, but also they're people who jump on any opportunity to get a cheap over on someone. But the moment that that changes, that's done. The best example of this is Refuting USA. Refuting USA, time and time and time again, brings me up, puts me in his content, and then anytime that I now call him out, oh my God, bitches out. I said, let's have him on the show. He says he's going to go on the show, and then he bitches out. Dude, what the fuck? So all these years, right? All these years, you guys fucking doing this stuff, right? And then now I call you out, come on the show, let's have it out. Can't do it. Wow, you're real men, aren't you? Every one of you. Every one of you who talk shit about Darkside Phil for a decade straight. And then Darkside Phil finally got some attention on himself, some positivity, some backing. Where the fuck are you now? Bitches. That's the best description for all of them. Bitches. Because you can talk the shit, but then when someone steps up, the man up to you, you can't take it. So here's the truth. One of the major reasons why the last few months you notice the drama has died down and I'm not getting any interviews or anything, that's why. I was talking to people, I had things going, I had things I was trying to arrange, and these people became incredible bitches and ran away. So if the internet will only make fun of me when it benefits them, but then when it benefits me, they run away, I can't make content like that. Do you understand? I tried, but they don't care. They're little pussies. So, like I said, the one person who's exempt is Mr. Medicare. He actually has a valid reason why he can't talk to me. I get it. 100% understand. Absolutely no hard feelings whatsoever. But these other fucking people who are so opportunistic to drop the name Darkside Phil in a negative light anytime it would get a rise from their audience and make them money. But then when I had opportunity to clap back because people cared about me again, they ran away. That's ultimate pussy shit. And I know some people will be like, oh, Phil's burning bridges. There's no bridges here. They ran away. They ran over the bridges and knocked them down. Do you get it? They retreated away when DSP actually had some backing again. I tried to make these opportunities happen. I reached out. I had people working on it. Oh, no, can't do it. Oh, no, not interested. Oh, no, can't do this, can't do that. Fuck you. Every one of you pussy bitches. Really. Because you didn't ever need to name drop me in a negative way. You did it for a cheap rise to make money. And then when you thought, oh, let's give him the opportunity to come back and let's have a real conversation. The truth is, I feel like a lot of these situations probably would have been positive. I think we would have had a lot more of a situation like what happened with Keemstar than say what happened with Stuttering Crit. Okay? Because in reality, I think a lot of people, if they just sat down with me and had a normal conversation, they'd be like, he's just a normal dude. You know, we ragged on him a lot. It's kind of unfair. He's just a normal guy. But the fact is, you didn't give me that chance. Like, literally never gave me the chance. So, you know what? If the internet doesn't want to play ball, that's fine with me. Just leave my fucking name out of your mouths forever then. And that's fine. Here's the truth. If I just sit here and I make content for a couple thousand people, because the truth is, it's maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 total. You got a few hundred that attend every stream. All right, you got the restreamers, the dick faces, and all their viewers. They count. You got the people who watch the content on demand, right? It's a couple thousand, maybe around, let's say, 5,000 people across the globe that actually care about me, right? And care about my content, correct? Well, guess what? I'm happy just making content for them. Okay, I really am. I don't have to make content that goes across the entire internet and makes me a talking point of everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that at all whatsoever. I'm happy making content for a small, reasonable group of people who will support the content, and I can keep doing this forever. And every once in a while, I'll branch out, I'll do something different, like the politics show or whatever. But I'm happy doing that, you know? I tried to play ball, but the internet wouldn't play ball with me. The internet took the ball and ran the fuck away. When Darkside Phil presented himself as available for content, they all ran for the fucking hills. All right? So, that's the truth, you know? It's not that I quit. It's not that I gave up. Oh, Darkside Phil's boring. No, you didn't want to play ball and be fair. You ran like cowards. It wasn't me that did that. I was available. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, Jordy, Wings of Redemption, totally bullshitted me for 2 months saying that he wanted to be on the show, and then when it's time to be on the show, won't talk anymore. Now, is that because of Keem? Is that because their shows are embroiled with other shit? Who knows? But then why lie for 2 months? You know? But at this point, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm busy. I don't need to wait for these people. I don't. I have more than enough shit to do. I have enough content to put out. I'm not starved for content because I'm not greedy, because I'm not hungry. I'm just happy with who I am and what I'm doing. So I don't need to wait for others to do this content. I could do my own. You get it? I've been doing my own for over a decade. Yeah, exactly. Wings keeps bringing it up. We're not talking. I haven't talked to Wings of Redemption in like a month and a half. He never responds, so I stopped caring. You know? I just don't give a shit. Why would I? Why would I? And he won't talk to me about it, so why would I give a fuck about any of this, right? Mudahar runs for the hills, cancels his Twitter account, even though I have ways to contact, or I have ways to be contacted, doesn't contact me, right? It's a Gundam. Talks about me for a zillion years. Now's the perfect time to finally man it up, runs for the hills, hides, doesn't want anything to do with me. Lolcow Live people. Oh, we all want to be on your show, but now magically we can't seem to arrange a time or date. Then we just don't care and we stop talking to them, right? Like every excuse, every stuff fucking thing over and over. You just get to a point where you just don't care anymore. And I don't. I'm not desperate. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't need it. I don't need to work out like this. Like I said, at night, I don't need to be, after my stream, I don't need to be jumping on fucking DMs of X and fucking Discords and shit and saying, oh, I need to get you on the show and this and that and this and that. I don't need to. I don't need it. I'm cool. I'm good being who I am. It's a shame because you saw the potential, correct? You saw the potential that if people were willing to work with me, how different things could have been. But they don't want to work. They just want to clown. Well, I'm not a clown. I don't play your game. I'm not a lolcow. As much as you believe it, as much as you want to say it, I'm not your fucking lolcow anymore. So now, leave me the fuck alone.
Special delivery.
Okay? All right. I got a couple shout outs. Scott Dude did a super chat. He says he just pissed a kidney stone and it hurt. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And then Richard Masucci with a $2 super chat. Why won't you interview me? It's weird. Well, I know that's not really Review Chat. That's that other account. So, but thank you for the $2 super chat. No, I already said my piece about this. I'll reiterate it, okay? I have absolutely no interest whatsoever with anything Review Tech USA. All right? The guy had a chance to man up and come on my show. He agreed to do it, and then he backed out like a bitch just to shit talk me more and make several more streams about me. I have no interest in Review Tech USA. He's a waste of time. He's scorched earth. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to be gained there at all. It's a complete waste of everyone's time. So I will not have any interaction with that fucking guy at all. There's no point. Okay. So now that we have talked about that, we can move on. What other topics would you guys like to talk about tonight? I got it off my chest, and it was about 20 minutes, but I wanted to reiterate some of the things I had said without recording. Oh, Dunsfelter, I already told you about that too. He says, what about FGC guys? Let me put it this way, okay? I was talking to 3 different people in the FGC. 3. Okay? One talked to me for about a week and then disappeared and never responded again. One was incredibly interested in the interview until they started doing research and they found all my detractors' videos and literally believed every single thing my detractor said. Like I said, remember that there was a video about a VTuber? Like, I don't know even remember what it was at this point. But I guess I had made a video. Something. Oh, I remember. I was on my React show and someone had submitted a video for me to watch and react to. And it was a VTuber playing Street Fighter 6. And I was trying to watch it and I was trying to enjoy it. But then the VTuber's voice was so gratingly high-pitched and annoying, it was legit giving me a headache. So I said, I'm sorry, guys, I need to stop reacting to this because I'm actually getting a headache. Let's move on. It has nothing to do with the content. I can't say it's too high-pitched. And then my detractors turned that into, Phil hates all VTubers. And then this FGC guy saw the video and says, why are you making fun of VTubers playing Street Fighter 6? Don't you understand that that's good for the community? I thought that you were trying to build bridges, Phil. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you like retarded or something? Like, did you actually watch the clip in context? Or are you just stupid? And the answer is, I hate to say it, the common person is just really stupid. Like, they don't take the 5 extra minutes to research what actually happened. Like, they just believe everything. So the guy actually just believed that everything that these people say is true. And that I, like, hate all VTubers and shit. When does that ever happen? When have I ever said that? When have I ever even cared about what VTubers do or say? I don't, right? Like, but they believed it. So after that, I was like, well, you know, I guess that's that. That's that bridge burned. I'm tired of chasing this person. I can't make the person not be stupid and just believe everything and be a gullible dunce. So I said, oh, well, you know, what else can I do, right? And then there's one other person who I was also talking to who's interested, and there is a possibility that in the future, I may do something with them, but quite frankly, 2 things happened. Number 1, I just stopped caring about interviews. And number 2, they got embroiled in other controversy at the same time that I was talking to them to appear in the show. And I think that that kind of overshadowed everything. And then it kind of fell apart. So there you go. Vietnamese comrade, no one said Mudahar deactivated his Twitter because of me. That's not what I said. What I said was we literally had a great interaction and conversation on Twitter. The idea was that we were supposed to do a co-op, and he even agreed to have future conversations and all this stuff. And he apologized to me for things he had said about me publicly. Then he deleted his Twitter the next day, leaving me absolutely no opportunity to ever have an interaction with the man ever again. So literally he says, I'm sorry for my actions. Let's have interaction, and then shut off the avenue by which we could have interaction. You see? And again, like I said, I'm a public person. I have ways you can be contacted. If he actually cared, he would have contacted me. He hasn't. He doesn't care. Get it? Okay, what else would you guys have to talk about? We got like another 15 minutes or so just to chill here. And for the very few people who contributed, thank you. Again, I don't know what happens on streams anymore. Like for 2 nights in a row, I had incredibly highly supported night streams. And now tonight, I got $15. No, I don't get it. I don't understand at this point. I don't think I'm gonna try to understand. You know, could it be because I did the react and in reality no one actually cared about the react? Maybe people were showing up for gameplay. So maybe that's the root. Maybe enough with the bullshit and just focus on gameplay, right? In which case, I'm not sure what to do with the DSP Reacts channel, honestly. No, you see, that's some kind of a real bullshit straw man argument. So Chicken Tender Dad, I don't know what that name means, asks, were the guys from Lolcow Live doing a quid pro quo and they wanted you on their show in return? Literally, that conversation never happened. Never. I I reached out to them to be on the show, Boogie and Wings. People seemed to want Wings on my show more than Boogie. So I said, let's try to get Wings on first, then maybe Boogie. Wings claimed he couldn't come on because he was going to have surgery. So then Boogie was available, and I said, let's work on. I talked to fucking Boogie for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Trying to get him on the show. I couldn't wrangle the motherfucker. I tried so hard, and I couldn't wrangle this dude to fucking be on the show. No matter what I did, he wouldn't show up. All right? I kept explaining to him the dates. I kept explaining to him the times. I kept explaining to him that we have to be on Discord. It took a week and a half for him to send me his Discord so that I could add him so we could potentially do the show. Okay? It was like seriously, it was like fighting. So then finally after that, I publicly said, fuck this. I don't want to do it anymore. And then he has a shit fit about it. Oh, feels hard to work with. No, motherfucker. You're the one that's hard to work with. Your own fucking boss has said it a zillion times. Okay? So I wanted to have, Wings on, and he never responds. So I gave up. I said, I don't care.
I need that money.
But literally, the conversation never happened that, hey, if you come on, I almost said hate live. Wow. If you come on the Level 1 podcast, I'll come on your show, quid pro quo. We never had the conversation. It would have been nice to have the conversation, but it never happened.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. I don't have.
No, you know what's going to happen now too? One of two things is going to happen. Either everyone will continue to ghost me, in which case I don't give a shit. I'm cool. Like, that's fine. Or now, as a result of me making this video, and this will now be shared around, you're going to have people who are going to come out and be like, oh, well, blah, 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 but now I'll do it. Oh, now I'd like now I watch Wings or Boogie be like, oh, now I want to be on Phil's show. Like I said, I just get tired of it and I just don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, at this point, I just want to make game content and chill with you guys, chill streams and stuff like that. I'm just kind of like, I'm done with it. But let me put it this way. If Kino Casino reached out to me and says, hey, we got an idea, and we think that you'd be a cool part of this idea, so I think that we should work on it and do it together, I would probably consider it. And, because those guys did a lot for me, for sure. Outside of that, I just don't think I care enough anymore. Really? Is that true? Yak Almighty says they probably stopped caring because Lolcow Live has gone from being a show about lolcows to now it's all produced drama content. Which is exactly what I said in the interview with Keemstar. I said, is your show not all pre-planned drama content? I mean, yes, maybe there's some improv as it's going down, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't a day when all of a sudden Boogie just decided to go on the side of the road and pick up trash. Like, you told him to do that. It was a scheduled skit that then you tried to ham up for comedy purposes. I'm sure no one told Wings and Boogie, or Wings and Boogie just didn't all of a sudden decide to do any stunt. It was produced, it was planned, it was written, and then they went and did the stunt, right? That's the point I was making. And by the way, that's fine. If people like that content, enjoy it. Go for it. I'm not shit-talking that content. I'm just saying that, that's not the kind of content that I would be involved in or want to be involved in, right? Of course, Mr. Tuna Sandwich. He says, but drama streams get 5,000 to 7,000 viewers. I know. I don't care. I don't want that. Do you not understand? For me, it's not popularity and success at any price. It's not. At all. It's not. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. All right? I can't tell you the details because it is a private thing. I was offered to be a part of a humongous collab, a drama collab, all right? It was incredibly pertinent. It was incredibly timely. It probably would have gotten viral attention on the internet, all right? I was offered 100%, and even you have a part of it, you can make money on it, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, if I was a part of it, it would have changed my content. Do you understand? Like, if I was a part of this, this would have undoubtedly led to more drama content and more drama content. It would have basically been starting a boulder rolling down a hill that can't be stopped. That's That's the best way I can describe it. It almost would have caused an avalanche of drama. Okay? So I said, I appreciate it, but no, because the only way I can benefit from this is to completely change who I am, to completely change my content, to accept that I'm not going to do gameplay anymore. I'm not going to be a gaming YouTuber. I would have to change to be a drama person. And I don't want to do that. So I turned it down. And then the idea fell apart. It didn't happen because of that. Okay? And then it changed, and another variation of the idea happened and stuff like that. Okay? So yeah, that it sucks that, okay, let me put it this way. I really enjoyed having that feeling that the internet had my back for a few months. I really enjoyed having that surreal feeling that people liked me again. Okay? Now I feel like we're going back to where we were, but I'm realizing more and more that I'm totally okay with that. Like I was happy with that to begin with. I just wanted people to leave me alone with the bullying so that when people came around and came and hung out with me, we could feel good enjoying each other's company and not being like, yeah, but that's the guy with WWE champions and that's the scammer and that's this and that, which is, now that all that's out there and everything's done, no one cares anymore. And now I think what's happened is I'm no longer the guy people like to bring up because there's no point. What's the point in bringing up DSP? He doesn't bother anyone. Get it? What Keem said actually resonates now. What's the point with bullying DSP anymore? He doesn't bother anyone. It's not cool to bully DSP anymore. No one cares, right? So I'm okay with that. I'd rather be the person who I am and enjoy the content I'm making and not have to change everything I am to maintain. I'm telling you, this collab would have exploded. It would have been humongous. But, there you go. Again, I appreciate the chances I was given, but the only way that I would have been successful off of those chances would have been to change who I am as a person and a creator. And I wasn't willing to abandon 16 years of viewers and fans to do that. I wasn't willing to change my entire life to do that, because it's another thing too. Like I said, I'm middle-aged. I have a wife. I have a family here. To become a drama content creator, it would have changed everything. My schedule, the type of content, how everything works. If I'm going to be a drama content creator, I got to be able to fly places to attend things. I got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? It's very different. I can't just sit here in this room and be a drama content creator. That's not how it works. The bottom line is, you might realize the reason I'm not answering your questions is because they're really stupid. Like, you keep repeating them in Kick Chat, and I'm ignoring them because they're not pertinent. They're just dumb meme questions. I don't know why you keep spamming them. Intrepid, no, I didn't particularly hear that, but did I not just address it? He says, did you say what Ashton said about the chance they gave you and how you blew it? Did I not just address that? I'm appreciative of the chances that were given, but the only way for me to be opportunistic and take advantage of the chances would have been to change who I am as a person and a content creator. I don't want to be a drama content creator. I never wanted that, ever. Not in one day ever did I say, I want to do drama today. I want to talk shit about people. I really do. I need that money. I'm good at doing it against people who've done it to me, turning it back on them, exposing hypocrisy, right? Me felting rich is fun. But I don't want to do it with just people for the sake of doing it. I don't. That's not, again, and you might say, well, I don't understand. It's about adaptation. No. It's about changing who you are for a buck. And that's not what I'm doing. I don't need to adapt to anything. I'm doing okay. You get it? Like, I'm okay. I'm making decent money. I have a living. I have a fandom. I'm good. I don't need to change who I am to blow up. I don't want to blow up. I don't want to have to lose everything that I built for 16 years to make some extra more money. I don't want to do that. So here's the thing. I'm okay totally. Okay? I'm okay totally with basically doing some drama from time to time if there's a reason. If there's a good reason for it, if I'm somehow involved in it. Again, like I said, if Tino Casino came up with an idea and said, Phil would be perfect for this idea, maybe he has some involvement with it or something like that, right? Perfect. right? Or someone, you know, is coming at me and I have an opportunity to clap back and it makes sense. Perfect. But I'm not going to go out of my way to try to create drama, start fights, to pick fights. Again, as Keemstar said, DSP doesn't bother anyone. You're right. I don't want to. I don't want to be someone prodding someone to try to get the hornet's nest to explode so that we can react to it. You know, I'm good. I can make content that doesn't have to be drama and I can still be successful. I've done it for 16 years. Have a good night, Vietnamese comrade. Dick Jones auto resubbed. Thank you, Dick Jones. The one contribution I've gotten during this Q&A, Dick Jones auto resub. Now he's not even, I don't even know if he's here. There you go. Yeah, so I think what we need to figure out, all right, if you guys really don't care about the long form React stuff, I don't see the point of really working on it, but I guess the question is, then what do we do with this channel? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do we do with the channel then? I don't want a dead channel. You know, we can still post up DSP Tries It, and yes, I'll use this channel to archive things off of the politics show, but the idea was that from time to time, I would actually have React content, but it seems like people don't like it, right? Today, we didn't get much attention, that's for sure, on the Mr. Medica React. It didn't like anyone really cared, so I'm not sure what you guys want from the channel moving forward. I would like to bring back some throwback stuff. Like the throwback streams we were doing of me reacting to the old playthroughs were very fun. I really liked those. I would like to try to bring those back. I just hope that people would go back to them and enjoy them with me. Even though we only had like 100-200 people on those streams, they were still super fun, you know? Kyle, I can't really answer your question because you can't answer questions like that as a hypothetical. He's like, if you were in the medical situation Mr. Medica was in, would you still stream? How the hell would I know? I don't actually know the full extent of Mr. Medica's medical situation. I don't think anyone does, right? Unless you're him or his family, you know? You know, how can I say? I don't know. I don't know how hard it is for him right now. He only very sporadically does any kind of streaming or interview. You know, it's not set stuff. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't answer that. I don't think I need to compare myself to the guy. We're not in the same situations, right?
I'm fine. That dear guy, like, pissed me off.
All right. Anything else, guys? Last chance to talk, or if anyone wanted to support, either way.
But like, at a certain fucking
and then we're
point,
gonna call it quits for tonight.
You got
and then
that?
we'll talk about
like,
tomorrow.
Bro, I'm fucking responding to the people that are tipping. Like, have some respect for them.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. Like, for example, channel members have submitted ideas for reacting on this channel. All right. And I think some of the topics are actually interesting and fascinating. I just don't know if any of them are going to bring viewers. You would have thought that the Mr. Medica React would have brought viewers. It definitely didn't. Right. So if that's not going to bring viewers, then I don't think that a completely unrelated topic that I, you know, kind of pulled out of a hat is really going to bring viewers. But maybe what I need to do is sit down, because we've done this now. So next month would be when I look to do another one.
I don't think about WWE
So maybe
You do.
look at what's been suggested and try to pull a few ideas out, or maybe even present them publicly to you guys, and then we see what you guys want to talk about based on that. Contender Dad says, reacting to your deranged trolls would bring viewers 100%. Of course it would. It also would bring monstrous drama, nonstop harassment of not only myself, but my viewers, mods, and everyone. And it basically would be a complete waste of everyone's time because it wouldn't benefit anyone in the long run. Would it give me temporary views and some money? Yes. But it would just propagate the trolls. It would give them exactly what they want. A troll only exists because they get attention. Now, I don't give the trolls attention anymore. So now they have to rely on dirty tactics, like attacking my viewers, or, you know, getting an army of 1,000 mentally stunted losers to watch their shit with an illegal restream. Because that's really their new tactic. Their content standalone doesn't work, so they have to try to just completely rip my own content, you know, to get views.
It's
So,
Dark Dave's fault.
but that's the thing. Like, I don't need to talk about them. I don't want to. I don't want to give them any more attention. They don't deserve it. If I talk about them, they're getting exactly what they're looking for. Yeah, I know. No, it's true. I was contacted by a few different people, you know, streamers and content creators, thinking that this would be a great idea for a React. But then again, I think these people didn't even watch the React. Like, I don't think they watched the documentary, so they didn't know what was in it. I think a lot of people had the impression it was going to cover Medicare, like, ragging on me, and then I'd be able to react to that. It had none of that. So because of that, it ended up kind of being not so interesting.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Okay. All right. Well, let's end the video, and I'll just adjourn here. I'll talk with you guys for another minute to let you know what's going on tomorrow. For those watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and, you know, the future of this channel will definitely be continuing DSP Tries-Its and highlights from my politics show, you know, when I do it. I was doing it weekly. I'm not doing it this week, but I'll be doing it again soon. Outside of that, we got to figure out what else for the channel, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. I just talked so much today doing this, I'm losing my voice now. I seriously am. All right, so. Oh, even my neck is even feeling stiff from being here all day, talking like this. Captain Based Pants just did a $10 super chat. Are there any detractor channels you enjoy or checked out? Not the filthy illegal restreamers, but some of them are very creative. I don't watch detractor channels. Why would I do that? Why on earth would I sit around watching detractor content? I mean, is there a single reason why I would do that? I can't fathom a single one. You know, I'm already making so much content. I'm busy. Now my hair sticking up.
Was sitting in a wheelchair.
This is the hat. I'm busy with my own stuff. I don't have time to watch detractor content and waste my time on that shit. Like, why would anyone do that? Okay. Okay. All right. So tomorrow we are back to gaming. Okay. Tomorrow we'll have a podcast where maybe we'll actually try to brainstorm, you know, what to do with the React. Wow, this hair is not going to go down now because it's been messed up in my hat all day. Maybe tomorrow we'll try to brainstorm future ideas for the React channel. Maybe go through some of the suggestions people have given. I don't know. Tomorrow's day stream is going to be Call of Duty, which I'm excited for because we haven't played it in a while now. So hopefully it'll be interesting, and hopefully they added some holiday themed stuff to do. And then tomorrow night we're going to finish the Bloodborne DLC. We're going to beat Orphan and German and wrap it all up. Okay. Yeah, I'm beat. This React made me tired. I talk so much. I'm actually physically exhausted. You know. A day where I do gameplay is much better than a day where I'm just talking all day. If I'm talking all day, I get very exhausted. So. All right, any last minute stuff to talk about, guys, or shall we wrap it up? Good? Okay. Ugh, I'm telling you, look. Ugh. I'm tuckered. Ugh. All right. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Everyone have a good night. I still got to do the daily wrap and upload and everything, so. All right. Everyone have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning, okay? All right, peace out, everybody.
I die. I spawn. 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 I die. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. Fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck you. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. Fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck you. I spawn, I die. 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 That's what I'm fucking talking about right there, man. See what kind of enemies are around here. Here's some geckos. There's definitely ghoul activity up here. There's giant rat scorpions. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Look how many of them there fucking are. What is this shit? How could I possibly kill all of these? I need dynamite. Company. Boone is my fucking hero. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa, we got a headshot on it. Ooh, 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 ooh. He sniped the shit out of all the robots in the room. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa, we got a headshot on it. Ooh, ooh. On Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh. Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, you're one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. If I can get down on my hands, grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Huh? Huh? Huh?
This one's for all my baby girls.
Justice, because back then I was pointing a camera at my television, which was terrible. I had just adopted direct capture.
2008 and my content's fine. The way I do things is strange but uniquely mine. I point a handycam at my TV, record the footage and upload to DSP.
Space gaming.
Here's another thing they say that I can do. There's other streamers out a way to improve the view. Drops that come is meaningful but don't be late. journey has been long. What has kept me strong for all this time? The dream I'll go down, down, down on the sex bear. Go to town on the sex bear. He heals me with his spells. Thrills me with his swelling ursine cock. I yearn to go down, down, down on the sex bear. Taste the thing of the sex bear. Wear the ring of the sex bear. I shall beg him if I must. I cannot last another day without his loving paws. I know our love could be robust. That Twinkie vampire was a tease, but you would never leave. I'm going down, down, down on a sex bear. It's not wrong, he's a druid. He consents when we do it. The camera's on, you see me there, cooming. Hello.
Hey, yo, open up, man. Come on, open up, man.
Hey, yo, what do you want, man?
Yo, man, they caught me.
What?
Yo, they caught me on camera. I don't know what to do, man. What do I do?
I don't know. Blame it on Tevin.
Alright, I was screaming and they caught me red-handed, beating off in front of my fans. Pajama pants down around my ankles, feeling like a big strong man. How could I forget that I had left my camera on? All that time I was stroking it and thinking all about Tyrone.
Slinging my shit like I was a drug dealer. No paper towel, no sock, no pillow. Can't fuck cat cause she fat and familiar. Garrett gave me links to a couple chatter betas. Got freaked out by a sexual fridge. Cat's grossed out by the sight of my dick. I went broke, she went and got big. But she look a little thinner when I drink a little gin.
They saw me sitting on the sofa, head back, eyes roll up.
Oh, yeah.
I should've turned off the router.
Oops.
They got it all on camera.
Oh, the camera's on.
I was screaming and they caught me red-handed, beating off in front of my fans. Pajama pants down around my ankles, feeling like a big strong man. How could I forget that I had left my camera on? All that time I was stroking it and thinking all about Tyrone. I wanna say that I'm sorry for the tips that I stole. And I'm sorry that I sprayed my cat, but he's an asshole.
Jasper?
Sorry I was chatting online to a 17-year-old.
Say what?
I'll be sorry when my parents die, but I need that bankroll. And I say, I was screaming and they caught me red-handed, beating off in front of my fans. Pajama pants down around my ankles, feeling like a big strong man. How could I forget that I had left my camera on? All that time I was stroking it and thinking all about Tyrone.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello. That's right, I'm a huge pervert, guys. That's all I do. I just masturbate constantly in front of children. You're absolutely right.
Birdies or something.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him?
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's going
kind
to be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart,
spice.
tart and it's acid and nothing else. All right. So now we gotta stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fifth. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style, tips, greasy hair, pasta once a week. The authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add? What? Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fifth. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
Oh, good thing. I used to be a regular Dean Martin.
How
player.
I stop my stream, I keep drinking.
Gin is great.
My tweets are gonna be meaningful. I view bots enough to spread.
Email just showed up.
It's just like my Acert said.
Sikorsky aircraft.
Tip me quick. I got laid off in 2010.
I got laid off from my job in 2010. It was about a year later, my dad got laid off from the same job, the same company. They were laying everyone off.
Like our Derek said, quotes.
Sikorsky Aircraft was founded in 1923 and was sold to Lockheed Martin in 2015.
My hand keeps oozing.
Definitely oozing a little bit.
I pick my skin, it starts bleeding.
Bleeding?
I touch my face, I start eating.
Delicious.
War zone's about to be bountiful. We're going.
All right, LARPer. Keep on trolling, baby.
Chocolate pee-pee in the noodle-flavored toilet water. Keep trolling, baby. I clock in, I clock out. Mics up, mics down. Jasper, tell me what I'm gonna play now. Trip in and trip out. Mics up, mics down. Jasper, tell me what I'm gonna play now. Keep trolling, 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 trolling. Yeah. Keep trolling, 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 trolling. Come on. Keep trolling, 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 trolling. Yeah. Keep trolling, 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 trolling. Yeah, I know you'll be loving this stream right here. LIMP, Dick Phil is right here. People in the chat, put your tips in the air, cause if you don't pay, then I don't play. 1, 2, 3, dear, go for the tips. Putting What's up, like sound? Jasper, what I'm gonna play now. Keep trolling, yeah. Keep trolling. Come on. Keep trolling, yeah. Keep trolling.
Oh, you're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the finger.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to fuck you and your mother. That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules. What I say goes. This is my land.
A nice lean-in manual. Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban.
Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch.
Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean-in manual ban.
Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to fuck you and your mother.
Alright guys, how about this? How about everyone relax and let me play the fucking game and stop derailing my stream? Maybe I don't give a fuck that someone maybe in here you're accusing of being someone else who was previously banned. Maybe I just want to play the game and I don't fucking care about you guys derailing. Like, there's people watching this stream right now, they're trying to watch me play the game. Here's everyone in the chat. There's someone in the chat who's someone else who might have been previously banned. They might be saying racist things to do that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm looking at the chat for the last 5 to 10 minutes. None of that is happening in the chat. None of it. It's just you guys screaming.
Cat played a lot of Skyrim, and it was good. It was fun. We chilled. We had a good time. You know, we didn't have any money to do anything really. You know, it would be great if we had money. We would have stayed out and done more stuff. We didn't have any fucking money.
Let me take you down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose. You know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun. She be on the Skyrim while I streaming big. Crispy 60 frames on the Series S. I mean Series X. No wait, Series S. I lost so fucking much I can't remember what I get. I got them spells, oh, I got that alteration. I trick a dent into giving up his entire pension. A little scratch for cat, yeah, you can feel the tension. I know a makeup glitch that probably needs her full attention. Come on, baby, we can go on down to Whiterun. Take off that tablecloth and I'll show you my Skyrim. You can beat a mount, I'll climb aboard and ride ya. Fuck it if Jasper dies, you know it's time to take a ride back down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun.
I don't wanna clean, I wanna play some Skyrim. No groceries, get me to the Highlands. This fucking bum took me to Dundoko Island, but I shouldn't be surprised, he's lazy like I am. I just want wanna cast a spell and do a side quest. I just wanna get divorced and get my life back. Take me to your island and I'll get a flight back. Touch me and I might snap. Jenna's gonna like that. Power wash simulator. Jasper puked again, but I'll just clean that shit up later. Power wash, baby. I just finished the game, so I'ma go back in my lane and go to Whiterun.
Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the Whiterun.
Baker, I bite nails and see that somebody is black. I licky lips and snort. Tomb detective man, someone at the grocery store stole me canvas bags. I licky lips and snort. Baker, I blame the netcode every time I don't win. I linky lips and snort. Shaky hands, I'm jonesing for an additional soaking of gin. I think I'll drink a quart. Do you know about me? I'm gouty. When I'm not in control, I get pouty. Gonna scold any gent who's down to doubt me. Gonna gorge until my innie becoming an outie. Don't you deliver me DoorDash later, you might end up like T. I overpronounce that letter in his memory. Baker, I'm scared of an urban American taking my tire. I licky lips and snort. Subaru man loses lady because Billy decided to buy her a combo number 4. Baker, I masturbated in front of the young and disabled. They saw me beat my meat. I can get ear infections like a toddler, so I gotta put on me neck phones. They're like a toilet seat. Talking to the film director Mike Klum, so I might be remembered for anything other than my cum. This'll be just what I require to save me failing business. Cause after the interview, everyone's only been taking the piss. He wants to show me wife who doesn't like to be seen. To get ahead of it, I go down and drag her on stream. She tries to answer questions as I hold back me snort, so I cut the lady off like a fresh pair of jorts. Baker, I'm tired of them Argentinians trying to cheat me. Lamo los labios. Gonna throw all the foreigners out. You Latinos can fuck off and eat me. I'm saying adios. Baker, me mom, I mean.
All one take. AEG Almighty Egg Gang. No ad-libs. Niggas, they don't talk to me. Yo, bitch can't even talk for free. Chillin' with the gang, AEG, you know how it be. 16K for me to speak. Who told you that talk is cheap? My dogs is gonna locked up. Almighty niggas, we ain't weak. Flying down the street, I see patrols, they think they own me. Sipping Jose Cuervo styrofoam, don't get close to me. No new faces coming down that street. Summer, winter, spring, I done found my lane. Now this rap shit is easy. See your shit sounding lame. Now the beats is weekend, you can't speak. Took your bitches plain to see. I hit it once faithfully. Dick all on the face, shit look like squirrel. It ain't hard to see. 1 time, 2 times commit a crime and I was hard to see. 3 times, 4 times headshots. Leave them at the scene. You Urkels just don't start with me. Season first, I brown the beat. McChicken gang looking like microwave. Barely bring the heat. Just like Reggie Miller with the 3. Scoring faithfully. Pacing down Money Street. Think I'm from Indiana. Down the chimney with the bag, this nigga look like Santa. Big pull-ups, no pampers. I tried to put my team on. Had to do them just like Bron James. Found a new home. AEG Almighty Egg Gang. We turn the skillet on. You might think the eggs gang bang. We don't have flags on. Pull up a mask on. Growth and development. I got it. New the tags on. Established like a settlement. Big bucks, no whammies on. Proper like a president. Time's up, the alarm is on. Almighty out of heaven sent gang. And that's how you kill a beat, AEG.
See the face on the YouTube stream, begging at you every weekday. See the face in the thumbnail, well that man is me. My content's my legacy, Forget the time that they caught me wanking. You won't believe this all started with a helicopter company. You may have heard troll rumors, Jinder-WWE. You don't need to believe in their slander, just believe in Ree. Cause viewers, you love me, and you know I'm right. I've been working my ass off for you all day and night. I did nothing wrong, I did everything right. You just keep on tipping me, sound good, alright. I protect my family. My wife says and my son's beside me. I work so hard I don't have time for friends, and I sleep alone at night. You watch detractor content. They always take me out of context. Watch me and only me. I deserve the damn spotlight. Cause my content is superior. Cause my playthroughs are so pure. All of this is thanks to you, my loyal pay pigs, whales, and viewers. God. Big ups.
There seems to be this weird notion, all right, that somehow, just listen to this.
I have psychic manipulative powers that make you do things against your will that you wouldn't normally do. And when I turn on my stream, I use my psychic manipulative powers through the internet to make you contribute to my content. And it's all the psychic power hypnosis that I use over the internet. Ooh, did you know that I was an X-Man all along? Ooh, I'm coming for you. Ooh.
I mean, okay, allow me to explain to you how this really works. Well, hello everyone, Phil here, and welcome to something special. No nonsense, let's relax, let's have games, let's have a good interactive time style vibes here. About enjoying a variety of games, being honest with my audience, and having great social interactions every single day that I stream.
See the face on the YouTube stream, begging at you every weekday. See the face in the thumbnail, well that man is me. My content is my legacy. Forget the time that they caught me wanking. You won't believe that this all started with a helicopter company.
It happened to me.
You may have heard troll rumors, Jinder-WWE. You don't need to believe in their slander, just believe in Ree. Cause viewers, you know me, and you know I'm right. I've been working my ass off for you all day and night. I did nothing wrong, I did everything right.
Not my fault.
You just keep on tipping me, sound good, alright.
Sounds good to me.
I protect my family, I'm a mature adult who operates a household. I work so hard I don't have time for friends, and I sleep alone at night. Don't believe the conspiracies, don't believe the done style theories. Watch me and only me, cause I deserve the damn spotlight. There's no doubt you're pignatized. You believe in everything I'm saying. If you wanna see my new vest, let's interact and start paying. Cause viewers, you love me, and I know I'm right. But fame and fortune is all I dream about at night. I did nothing wrong, I did everything right.
By the way, I'm just gonna start banning people right now because I've had enough. I'm just gonna ban like 10 people, alright? I need funds to do things in the short term. If we hit a Tips goal tonight, that would be superb. I know you guys love me and what I do. Financially, things are rough for me. Fuck you!
Won't find me begging when I've hit that Tips goal. Crack open a bottle of gin for the night. Just make sure to check my daily gaming schedule. Cause if you can support me, please swing on by. I'm not trying to guilt trip you.
Eat a lunch meat sandwich.
But I'm begging you please, my bills are overdue.
I need that money, I really do. I need that money for my bills.
Don't look at the detractors. Don't look at the trolls. Don't look at any other content creators that you know. You can find me on YouTube. DSP, no space gaming. You can tip me anytime, but tip right now, cause support is low. The members are joining in droves, and I'm not getting any poorer. All of this is thanks to you, my loyal pay pigs, whales, and viewers. Cause viewers, you love me, and I know I'm right.
Thanks for the money,
My meaningful content is the meaning of my life.
It's meaningful to me.
I did nothing wrong, I did everything right.
I did nothing wrong.
I just can't wait to pull some tokens tonight. Alright, cause viewers, you love me right.
You love my content, right?
I'll be doing the same shit for the rest of my life.
Every day of my life is the best day of my life.
I still do nothing wrong, I do everything right.
I did nothing wrong.
You just keep on tipping me and everything will be alright. Viewers, you love me. Viewers, you love me.
Anyone who supports the stream anyway, whether it be a like, a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip, all appreciated, okay?
Viewers, you love me.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, as always, and this is the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. Death and taxes, microtransactions. My grind was slow, like water, but my slow, like molasses. Still swaying on that axis. Staring at the past through these rose-tinted glasses. 15 years, man, singing the same song. I did everything correct. I did nothing wrong. It's been tough finding the strength